Good morning.
Blindfolded eyes to the world unfurls beneath the weight of ancient skies. Preacher songs from pulpits deep, tarnished minds in a golden haze. Promises of truths they keep, locked in sermons' endless maze. Cognitive dissonance, a dance in our heads. Confusion wears a holy guise in the 21st dawn. The old way bled.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Young hearts bent at the doctrine's will, under the hammer of
Good morning.
righteousness.
Happy Friday.
Echoes of questions run still, answers buried in the emptiness. Relics of thought they hold to chest.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. Let's get this show started. You know what we came to do.
To break the chains.
We got a lot of people out there with what they call cognitive dissonance. I get it. All right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. You know exactly what we're here to do.
Me, Zeus,
We got to put a little soul
aka
in.
Mr. Cross.
Hope you all are having a great morning. Yes,
Yeah.
please tap the screen.
Don't be
Please
wrapped up in your
share
feelings and be
the
careful when you
live.
flashing. And when you
Subscribe.
play the game, man, you better know your options.
All right, and show some love. Thank you, June.
And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee.
Early in the
I had
morning, time
mine.
to get it in. Time to show and prove, show you
Fired
what I
up.
do.
Nice to see ya.
But I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you thinking that I'm asking. I like to get it popping
Cause my sound is supersonic. I done came so far. And it's early in the morning. I just woke up out my sleep. Threw some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day in the Golden State. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama.
Give it my all and follow through on what I promise.
And even if I fail, at least I was honest. Cause I am honest.
What's in my power to do and what good is this power if I use it like a fool? If I wanna make it to the top, I gotta study clues.
Or I can sit back and just watch the news.
Don't try to photocopy, you can never
What's up with the thumbs down?
be the winner, you can never stop me.
Don't try to photocopy, you could never top me.
I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me.
Don't be wrapped up in your feelings.
And be careful when you flashing.
Let's change the goal around. Let's see if we can step it up around here.
Don't
Hold
try to
on.
photocopy when you out here being
Edit.
saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy,
I ain't even had my coffee.
I just put my watch on.
There we
you know what
go.
time it is. I'm chasing my purpose in this music business.
I like that
Let's
goal
get it in.
better,
I'm
yeah.
so focused on my mission. There's no competition. There's no excuses for opposition.
Cause what I'm doing can't be lost in an instant. Sabrina, come on now.
Because I'm the one that they see in their visions. I gotta
Come on now, Sabrina, please. Please, Sabrina, don't.
Because the way that I speak.
I'm really trying to just-
Even though it's hard, I stayed in my
Just sit
lane.
for a minute and understand things are going to be okay. Yes, Heaven! My man, there you go. Don't you like that new gift? That's pretty incredible, right? Let's go. Pretty awesome. It's a battle for the flag. That's what it says.
When you play the game, man, you better know your options.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee. Trump, he's scared to come on anyone's platform. Yeah. Shout out to Alvin Bragg.
It's getting too spicy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the show. Hey, Sabrina. Someone loves you somewhere, all right? So I just handsome liberal, nice to see you, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We are once again back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I am your pilot, and you know exactly why we are here, all right? But before we get started, you know what we got to do? We got to take care of some housekeeping items. I love you too, all right? We got to take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest. The second H is because I'm humble. And the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what the last and the final H is? You know what it is. Come on, somebody knows what the last and the final H is in Triple H. What is it, please? Someone please put it in the chat so we can do it. Let me see if we got it. Handsome. Thank you, PA. Thank you. That means, and I use all of those H's, all right, to get a lot of the Trump supporters out of the cult. Okay, sometimes you got to switch it up, but you know what I do. All right, many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of TikTok, on this side of town. What we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their cult leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes, all right? Isn't it just safe to say that when it comes to dirty and disgusting, filthy deeds, our friends on the right, they seem to have, hit the jackpot. Yesterday we had a gentleman who was a Christian get in my box, right? You heard him. And he tried to explain how it's okay for Donald Trump to say nasty things about his daughter. All right, you heard it. I posted a video about it, right? And I had to help him understand, no matter how you try to spin it, it's still dirty and disgusting. And then he had to leave, because he didn't want to keep getting embarrassed. All right, but that's what we do over here. We help these Trump supporters see the light. So listen up. All right, good morning, Rick. If you are somebody out there, as my good friend, Brother Swervin, once said to me, lactose intolerant, I'm a liberal, but you actually came off kind of Trump-ish. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that, but perhaps you may have tripped and fallen and stumbled into the wrong live. Wrong content creator. There's nothing Trump-like about Zeus. Sorry. If you are a person that's lactose intolerant, that means you're allergic to the facts. When the facts start being shared, you have an allergic reaction, right? You might want to leave this live because it's going to get very, very uncomfortable for you. All right. It's going to get very uncomfortable because there's going to be a lot of truth coming out of here. All right. And like I said, if you're hungry, you're not going to be hungry as you listen to this kind of content. All right. Because it's rich in truth. All right. But get this. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time,
Sabrina,
very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Boom. If you're not happy in the United States of America, you're not happy the way President Biden and his Vice President Kamala Harris has rescued this country from the hands of Donald Trump, then leave this country. I get so upset when I hear Trump supporters day in and day out bash the United States of America. Why? Because you don't like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's policy. You thought you had some evidence that they were criminals. What happened to Biden being impeached? No evidence of him being a criminal. None. But Donald Trump, he was impeached twice. He's been convicted. So leave the United States of America if you're complaining about anything. And I hear Russia needs more troops. Troops like you, all right? So let's just get started with today's broadcast. I'm convicted, but both him and son are traitors. Wait a second. I'm a little concerned about that statement. What does that mean? Oh, I can't even bring you up, Johnny. I don't even know what you're talking about, right? All right, so let's get started. Don't ghost us when you lose in November. I don't listen. Speaking of ghost, I don't know if you Trump supporters have heard the latest, but there's blood in the water. Sharks, when there's blood in the water, that means it's not going to be good for the prey, right? Because that means they're going to be able to find you. They can use their senses and, they can find where you're at when there's blood in the water, right? And there's blood in the water right now. Donald Trump yesterday, he announced during his rally that he's really not into getting back in the ring with our Vice President Kamala Harris. Did you all catch that yesterday? Him and Kamala Harris, they both had rallies. Kamala, she was in Charlotte, and Trump was somewhere in Arizona, right? And they both weighed in on this, all right? So I want you all to just get this update. We got to put it on the record in the kingdom, all right? Who's really scared?
Not hear him talk about is you.
They're taking the geese. You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake. And even walking off with their pets. My dog's been taken.
You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires.
I always liked him. I'm not going to watch him anymore. I'm not going to watch him because he's not legit. What he did, I'm not going to watch him.
Sad.
And his hair's not as good as it used to be, you know?
Wow.
And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first.
The parents, Mom, Dad, they're so proud. She gets, come on, baby, you can do it. You saw it.
No.
Well, can't do it. She couldn't get it up.
And I pledge to you that I will.
My wife hates when I do this. She says it's so unprecedented.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome to Morning Joe. It's
Right.
Friday, September 13th. Willie, are you ready for the weekend?
Yeah.
I am. I love his obsession with David Muir's hair. He's disappointed that the hair's gotten worse, implying that he used to think David Muir has great hair. Went on it at some length
Right.
about that. Fascinating.
Does he really want to be talking about hair? I don't know.
He shouldn't.
And then the weave.
He shouldn't be talking about anyone's hair because guess what? We all know Donald Trump has what on top of his head? He has a bird's nest. So again, the pot calling the kettle black. When you lose a debate like Donald Trump did, this is what you're doing. I gotta say, you know what they say, right? They go, "Oh my goodness, yeah, it is a bird's nest." When you lose it, he did. You go, "Oh, I thought I was just in the ring with little old Kamala," because you know she's physically shorter than Donald Trump. She had a smaller podium, so it was like David and Goliath in there, right? It almost looked like it was. He got crushed, and now he's, instead of just saying, "Wow, Kamala really gave me something I've never had in my life," all right, which was a spanking. He got a real spanking, you know, sort of like the one he was asking Stormy Daniels to give him. He got a real spanking. How do you figure he lost? Oh, okay. Let me see. Hold on. If you don't mind, Jan Little. It's me, Zeus. I sent you a request, Jan Little. And I can explain it to you very clearly why Donald Trump lost. Just accept the invite and get into the box. I haven't said it yet, but I got to say it again. Listen, if you're a Trump supporter and you put something in the comment section, right? And my moderators, they pin it, I'm probably going to invite you in the box, right? And if I invite you and then you decline it, then I'm going to ask the moderators to put you in a straitjacket, all right? 5 minutes, mute. Why? Because that tells me I need you to focus on the messaging that's being given, and I don't need your mind doing anything else other than listening, all right? I need to be able to minister to your souls. So either you get in the box and explain what you mean, all right, or you're going to get put in a straitjacket. I think that's fair, right? That's pretty fair, right, ladies and gentlemen? That's pretty fair? Because I don't want you soiling my comment section with lies, conspiracy theories, and all of that other nonsense that distracts those of us who really want to know what's going on out here. All of you Trump supporters, every time we've asked you where you get your information from, you've lied and say you go and research it somewhere in the furthest corners of the internet. And then it all boils down to, well, I heard Donald Trump say it. Trump, during the debate, where are you getting the information about the cats and the dogs? Oh, I watched it on TV. Seriously? Seriously, you watched it on TV, 3-on-1, and she had the questions, plus she has people in her ear. Rogue, come in the box. Come in the box, because I don't want to start sending Trump supporters straight to hell this morning. All right, because the lake of fire, it's still sitting right here. Rogue, whatever, Roger, I'm so sorry. Your names all look the same to Zeus. Roger, accept the invite and get in the box, all right? All right, otherwise, I'm going to tell my moderators, please do what you want to Roger. Put him into the straitjacket. Good morning, G-Man. Good morning, G-Man. All right, so none of you Trump supporters want to explain what the heck you're saying, so let's just continue. What we're talking about is there's blood in the water. Donald Trump is scared. Let me say this again. Donald Trump is scared. He's afraid. He's terrified. He's traumatized. And he does not want to get back in the ring with Kamala Harris again. And that's pretty funny to me, considering MAGA supposedly is all about strength, right? Their claim to fame is strength. They keep saying the countries around the world don't respect us because we look weak. Why does Donald Trump look and sound so weak since he debated Kamala Harris? I can't believe you Trump supporters don't see the weak Donald Trump. If he trounced Kamala Harris, he would be begging to do to her what he did to Joe Biden. You remember how he was on the golf course the next day talking crazy? He felt real great. He's not feeling great because guess what? He knows all those tricks he's tried in the past. They won't work on Kamala Harris. She's got his number. She knows all of his moves. And every time he tries to make one, boom, she got another one for him, laying him right on his big old dirty behind.
I don't know. It seems to me that right now the big story is the fact that he doesn't want to debate again. I'd love to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
It seems to me they could have waited a week or two, but he must have been so traumatized by being so badly beaten that he just wanted to get it out of his mind that he would ever have to be on stage again with Kamala Harris.
You hear that? You hear that? Think about that. He's scared of Kamala Harris. I promise you, he would rather meet President Xi, Vladimir Putin, right? He probably, Kim Jong-un. He would rather talk to all of those people on the phone in person. Kamala Harris. Oh, ooh, scared. I don't know how you Trump supporters are aligned with a man that is as scared as Donald Trump. This is not a sign of strength. All you Trump supporters now going forward, I'm going to have to start calling you. You're all a bunch of chickens. And I know it's not just him that's scared. Take, for instance, in this live, right? You see all of them in my comment section. You see all of these Trump supporters in my comment section. Thank you, G-Man, my man. Get in the box, MAGA. Talk to Zeus. Explain whatever it is you're saying. No, you can't do it because not only is your cult leader scared, you're scared. And you should be. Because the end is near, MAGA. I promise you. There's not going to be a Trump 2024 unless you're talking about 20 to 24 years of him being in prison.
Yeah, I mean, he objectively got blown out of the room at that debate three nights ago. He knows that. His advisors know that. Republicans who support him generally have said that on television. Fox News hosts are saying that he knows he got creamed. And so now he's framing it as the debate was unfair to me. The moderators were too mean. I'm not going to do that again. He doesn't want to get back in the ring with Vice President Kamala Harris. That's the truth. So as you said, Donald Trump officially now is backing out of a second debate with the vice president. Despite previously claiming he would participate in one more debate with Harris, the former president said yesterday during that rally in Arizona that because he, quote, won on Tuesday night, he doesn't need another one.
But when a prize fighter loses a fight, you've seen a lot of fights, right?
Here you go.
The first words out of that fighter's mouth is, I want a rematch. I want a rematch. And that's what she said. I want a rematch. Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris.
No, they don't.
She went over to ABC, which in my opinion has taken a big hit because these two people were bad news. They kept screaming at me. I said, why are you screaming? I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at him. I always liked him. I'm not going to watch him anymore. I'm not going to watch him because he's not legit. What he did, I'm not going to watch him.
Is MAGA, seriously, does this sound like strength to you? Just listen to how he sounds. Does it sound like strength?
And his hair's not as good as it used to be, you know? So because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no 3rd debate.
And his supporters clap for that. Yeah. Yeah. You're clapping because he's scared. This is not the sign of a person that we need to be the president of the United States. This is the sign of somebody that needs to take their medicine and probably go sit in a nursing home somewhere and let somebody like Kamala Harris run this country. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter still after listening to this. I want to know. I gotta know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. Are you still supporting Donald Trump and you know he's a scaredy cat? He's weak. Oh, okay. Let's talk to this one right here. Little Theo. Oh. All right, good morning. Hey, how's it going?
Doing good.
All right, you're still a Trump supporter, huh?
Yep, I was an independent, and I'm leaning towards Trump.
When did you decide to do that?
For the past 3 years, I've been watching Biden and Trump rolling up in the polls, and I see the Biden and the Harris administration not doing too well.
How old are you?
30.
30. So prior to being a Trump supporter, what would you have called yourself?
I was a Democrat for a lot of years.
So you voted for Joe Biden.
I actually, for that election, I didn't vote for anybody.
Well, who did you vote for before that?
I wasn't around the time for Obama because I was too young. I didn't vote for anybody, so this will be my first.
Your first time casting your vote. You're from the United States?
Yep.
Your family's from the United States?
Yep. My father, my mother. Yep.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm curious. All right. So you're not a real Democrat, then? I don't think you are. You sound at best confused, and that's understandable because I would imagine you've been lied to by Donald Trump for quite a while, right? You know how this goes.
I grew up in a Democrat state, so
What state?
Massachusetts.
Oh, really? And so you're saying that you were let down at some point by the Democrats? I'm not understanding how you would go from maybe supporting a party that you don't necessarily like all of their policies to just jumping into this big ocean of conspiracy theories, if you know what I mean. That's the one thing that's always fascinating to me.
Yeah, so the
How
thing-
do you was there like a how did you get into the cult? Did they invite you or how does that start?
It's not an invite or anything. It's just I'm just seeing on research on the news, the internet, newspapers. All
Okay. Okay. So you get your news from where? Let's go down this path real quickly because do you want to get out of the cult is all I'm worried about. Do you want to get out of this cult that you found yourself in?
I don't believe I found myself in the cult, but just I look at the policies mostly.
Oh, no, you didn't. What policy?
It's just how they run things.
Did you watch Donald Trump's presidency? Tell me when I'm lying and then tell me when I'm lying. And let me make sure I understand what happened while Trump was president. So Trump beat Hillary Clinton, right?
Yes.
All right. He had 4 years. First 2 years, he was basically riding on the coattails of Barack Obama. He inherited pretty much a good economy, right?
It was pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, sort of like he inherited all of his money from his father, right? When he first got started. You understand the symbolism of all of this. Somewhere along the way, things kind of started to get bumpy,
Yeah.
right? We knew that while he was president, he was arguing with the media. We had the investigations, and then whoop, he gets impeached. You remember the impeachment, the first one?
I remember something about it.
What do you remember about the first impeachment? What was that about?
Wasn't it about the something to do with the documents or something like that.
No, 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 no. It was actually about withholding aid from Ukraine. Remember? He wanted them to find dirt on Joe Biden.
Oh, okay, okay.
So he was
I
impeached.
to be honest, I didn't know anything about that. But yeah.
But that's why I'm trying to update your software. I'm trying to update your software. So he was impeached. Now he didn't get convicted by the Senate, but for the sake of all his job was on the line. He almost lost his job right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of, complication when it comes to impeachment.
Well, he was impeached, all right? So then let's move a little forward, all right? All right. And now I'm kind of, just keep in mind, all of this kind of happened in one term. Do you remember all of the social unrest going on in this country under, the George Floyd thing? You remember all of that civil unrest?
Yes.
You remember how he would fan the flames, right? We had the Charlottesville incident when he was saying, with these people carrying these tiki torches, these very fine people on both sides. Very divisive, wouldn't you say? Just a lot of nasty racism percolating to the top, and it's just all coming out, and he's fanning the flames with his race. Because he was race baiting, right? Now, while all of that's happening, there was this thing called the pandemic. Do you remember the pandemic?
Yeah.
Did you remember when he shut the nation down?
I think it was the States, but yeah.
No. He started it. He said, we have to shut it down. You can go look at the timeline of all of the events that happened under the pandemic, and I'm trying to just speed through this. So he shuts the country down, and he starts lying to the American people about the dangers of the pandemic, right? And you know why he was lying?
What was he lying for?
Because he wanted to win the election, and he didn't want the truth about what happened to get out. And you know what the truth was? He was responsible for this to a certain degree, because one of the things he did was he disbanded Barack Obama's pandemic response team. Why did he do that? Just to get back at Obama. He didn't care if it hurt American people.
The pandemic response team.
Yeah, look it up. I'm not lying.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah. So he disbands the pandemic response team. Then when we have a pandemic, he's not in a position to respond. So he lies. Lies. You remember him saying, President Xi's doing a great job. You remember how he was saying that? Then he said it'll be gone by summer. Maybe hit the body with some light, inject yourself with some disinfectant, all of that stuff, right?
Talk about the bleach.
Yeah. Well, he said disinfectant, So you see what he was doing. The country was suffering. Americans were losing their life. And if that wasn't enough,
it wasn't just Trump. It was everybody that was in a position of power. They didn't know anything what was going on.
But sir, we're talking about the position of the president. I can't speak to what everybody else was doing. We're talking about the two candidates trying to be president of these United States,
But
right?
didn't COVID happen within his last 6 months?
No, it started at the end of 2019.
So the beginning of 20. Okay.
Yeah, so he mismanaged the pandemic. And while all of this is happening, you know what he was doing? He was planting seeds of doubt in the minds of his supporters. I don't know if you remember him saying stuff like this, but this is what he said during 2020. And tell me if it sounds familiar to you.
Get out and vote. Do those beautiful absentee ballots, or just make sure your vote gets counted. Make sure, because the only way we're going to lose this election is if the election is rigged. Remember that. It's the only way we're going to lose this election. So we have to be very careful. Now look, this is more than this election. That's a big statement. The only way they're going to win is that way.
I'm against mail-in ballots, actually.
But do you understand? He said that last election, and he's saying it again. Do you understand the mind control he's doing on you?
Can I say something? I know in New York they found out there was fraud at a state level. So how we know there wasn't fraud?
Do you know about all the fraud at the Republican level, in the Republican areas of the country
I don't know.
that has occurred?
I see more Democrats doing
No,
corrupt
no,
stuff.
no, no. You ever heard of this thing called the fake elector scheme?
I never heard of that before, but
Well,
yeah.
it turned into people getting indicted, people like Donald Trump. That was real voter fraud. You know what they're charging him for in the January 6th case in D.C.? Defrauding the American people of their votes. Can you believe it? So whatever fraud you're referring to, I'll say it this way. If you read the indictment, they say there was no outcome determinative fraud that would have changed the results of that election. So in a simple way to look at it is maybe there was stuff going on, but it wasn't enough to change the results. All right. So we don't want to really spend too much time on that. I want to get back to, are you aware that Donald Trump is still using the same strategy to lie to you about the results of this election? Because let's just be honest. The only way he can win, only way the Democrats would win is if they cheat. That's not really true. That ignores the fact that there are millions and millions of Americans out here who really don't want Donald Trump. So the only people that believe that are his supporters. Now, let's continue down this path with Donald Trump. So now we have the election in 2020, if you don't remember. And guess who won?
What?
Guess who won the 2020 election?
Well, technically on paper, Biden won, right?
If you had to bet $1 million who won, and it was really going to be $1 million, who would you say? Come on, sir. Come on, don't do it.
What happened?
Don't do it. Don't play games up here. If you had to bet $1 million, hey, get this answer right, we're going to cash you out $1 million. Who would you say?
Did Pence ever certified votes? He never certified the votes.
Did you hear my question?
You just want me to say Biden, but
No, I just want you to tell me what you would answer.
it will be Trump that won. But
Okay. Jeez. A lot of your friends in the chat are saying they're disappointed in you.
they're not
You're
my
p-
friends.
You know, I didn't want to get to this point, but I'm starting to think that you just might be possessed with the MAGA demon. Unfortunately, because you're not being truthful with Zeus. You're not being truthful on the show. It just seems like you're one of these people that Vladimir Putin has on payroll.
But I never
And
said
there's
I was
and
fully Republican. I'm
No,
an independent.
I don't listen to what people tell me. They say they are. I pay attention to their rhetoric. And your rhetoric, it seems to be, well, it is aligned with Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. You know he's paying people on the right to spread misinformation and disinformation. You read that indictment, you heard about it?
No.
Well, I think this is the problem. This is the problem. And I'm going to wrap things up with Trump's president. I'm going to wrap things up with Trump's presidency by reminding you of this. He lied to you and told you he won when he didn't. Right?
No,
And what he
won. I actually looked into it.
you don't have any proof that he won. You have proof he lied. And then
Nobody has proof right now.
Yes, we do. Guess who is the president? Joe Biden. End of discussion. See, you can't. I'm not even going to go there.
About a government that,
Let me finish up.
censor a lot of things.
Let me finish up this lecture at hand. All right. Now,
Sure.
after lying to all of you, guess what he did? He summoned a mob of his most loyal supporters, including white supremacists, to meet him in Washington, D.C. at a rally he hosted called Stop the Steal, where he told them to go march inside of the United States Capitol. He knew it was closed. He told his supporters to go there, all right? And he knew they were equipped with weapons. And you saw what he did. He took a dagger to the throat of our democracy, and he pretty much wanted to end the United States as we know it.
But
And guess what that turned into? His second impeachment.
Okay.
And guess what all of this is? This is all self-inflicted by Donald Trump. This is self-inflicted wounds because he can't be controlled. He can't control himself. So when you get up in my box, sir, and you don't know all of this, and you tell me you're an independent, no, you're not. You're a liar. You're just on TikTok repeating the same Russian Donald Trump talking points that we've all heard that have been debunked over and over. Now, I'm turning up the lake of fire. What is it that you wanted to say real quick? I hope you don't go and vote for Donald Trump. I really don't. I really hope you don't vote for Donald Trump because you know too much to go and do something like that. I really hope you don't have to look back at this moment in your life and say you voted for a convicted felon who you know has been found liable for SAing women. He's a P3DO. I hope you don't look back at this moment and regret it.
You can say that to a lot of politicians.
No, but guess who?
States and stuff.
Listen, there's two people running to be president of the United States. Just those two.
And people forget that presidents don't have a lot of power. It's the people in the Senate, people in Congress, the Supreme Court.
How do you pronounce their name? How do you pronounce their name?
Little Tito.
Little Tito. I need you to really understand the exercise that's going on up here. Your mind is wandering left and right, up and down, because the image of Donald Trump that I just put inside of your mind is too difficult. It's too difficult to imagine it as being real. Let that image that I gave you of your cult leader sit there for a while. I don't think you'll do it on my show right now because this is a lot I've just given you. I probably ruined your breakfast to a certain degree. I get it. But I really need you to meditate on who Donald Trump really is. And then I need you to ask yourself, why am I supporting such a person? Knowing that my endorsement of him means I'm just as nasty as he is.
But ain't that what you're doing right now? You're manipulating. I can't even say that word now.
What am I doing?
You're trying to change my viewpoint.
Manipulate? You think I'm manipulating you? I'm going to help you. I'm not manipulating you. I'm giving you the truth. If there was something that I've lied about, you're more than welcome to say, Zeus, you're wrong about it.
But to be honest, I do respect your viewpoints, you know.
Well, they're not my viewpoints. They are the truth, right? It's whether I say it or someone else says it. It's stuff you can go independently check on your own and verify it as fact. So it's not really my viewpoint. My viewpoint's a little more, it's actually a lot harsher. But I got to keep it clean on TikTok.
It could be true. It could be false. Who knows?
No. I can't let you get away with that. I can't let you get away with that. See, that's how you're going to end up back in that dark place you were just in. It can't be both. It can't be both. For instance, you drive a car, right?
Sure.
Okay. It uses gasoline, I suppose.
I drive stick, yeah.
Why? Well, I didn't ask you what the transmission was, but it takes gasoline to run that thing, right?
Hell yeah.
Or does it take milk? It could be milk, it could be gas. Would you play that game with your car?
Hell no.
Okay then, so you can't play that game with the truth. All right, now I gotta move it on, little Tito. I gotta move it on. But I'm gonna have to take care of business in the kingdom like I normally do. I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you don't get it right, then I know what I gotta do. Are you willing to get out of the cult today, this morning? Yes or no?
I'll have to decline.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Tito, I got to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Tito's comfortably sitting in the cult, even though he knows the truth. And didn't I go above and beyond with him, ladies and gentlemen? Did I go above and beyond with Tito? Was I nice? Wasn't I nice? Was I nice to Tito? Was I a little nice to Tito? Because people know me. I could be very, very in your face. Send him to hell. All right, Tito. Tito, I'm doing this because we care about you. I think Tito, the real Tito, is a nice person. But unfortunately, the Tito that is possessed with the MAGA demon, not so nice. Not so nice. So I'm going to turn up the lake of fire. It's very hot for you, Tito. Extra spicy. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to toss him into the lake of fire. And hopefully this cures him of the MAGA demon. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Tito to the lake of fire, all right? Because he's still in the MAGA cult despite we've given him several opportunities to get out of it by giving him an unlimited amount of truth. He still wants to be there. He wants to go down in flames with his cult leader, Donald Trump. Let's give him a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Tito, do better. Seriously. I just did, when you get people that just lie and make excuses like that, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's just too much truth. There's no reason for you to still be to be on that level of just pure confusion. All right, now let's move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Are there any more Trump supporters in the chat? Please put a one. Put a one in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. All right, and you think that Donald Trump is the best solution for this country. Please put a one in the chat. All right, put a one in the chat. Oh, Daryl. Okay. Let's see who we have. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. I try to get some people that I normally don't get to talk to first, and then I'll bring up folks that I normally talk to. All right, that's just kind of the way I think makes the most sense. All right, please. I've accepted you. I've sent invites to several people. I've sent invites to several people. Zeus Patricia has a lot to say. Patricia, send Zeus a guest request. All right, come on up here. Put a one in the chat. If you are a Trump supporter, put a one in the chat. All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Put a one in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you believe that Donald Trump is the solution to fixing this country. All right, let me see. Who do we have here? All right, come on up here. You know what's so interesting? Y'all all afraid. All the Trump supporters are afraid, just like their cult leader, Donald Trump. Brianna Lewinsky, I just sent you a request. All right, I just sent you a request. Put a one in the chat. Brianna, don't
It's too late anyway. The voting's already begun. You got to go out and vote. We got to vote.
So North Carolina, 2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our debate. You watched it? Did you watch it? And look, I believe we owe it to have another debate.
You hear the enthusiasm.
We owe it to the voters. Because here's the thing. In this election, what's at stake could not be more important.
You hear that?
That's Kamala Harris, Willie, on the road in front of yet another massive crowd, despite what Donald Trump says. And here's the problem with everything Donald Trump said in those sound bites. How many people watched the debate? I think it was
yeah.
Yes, brother. How you doing, friend?
What brought you to the show today? Didn't I deal with you yesterday, Snuggles?
Yes, you did great yesterday with me, but I got a question for you.
You can turn that off. Your Bounce says she doesn't like it when you put your face in the camera, and I want to be very respectful.
All this handsomeness.
No.
I got a question for you. Kamala Harris said that she would ban assault rifles. She said that at the debate, but yet the next day she said she's going to ban. Right after the debate day, she's going.
I'm not understanding your concern.
I have the tape. Would you like me to play the tape?
What is your? Just say it. Just say it. What are you crying about this morning?
Why is she lying when she says that she's going to ban? She called Trump a liar, and she said me and Waltz have guns, so stop lying about assault weapons ban. And then the very
look at that. Who's that calling you? Putin? Is that Vladimir Putin calling you?
At her rally, that she's going to have an assault weapons ban. Tell me, bro. I got it in my videos. Please, guys, everybody, watch. Wait. A liar. Go ahead.
Was that Vladimir Putin calling you? You got to take that.
That was Vladimir Putin endorsing Kamala. Did you guys?
No. Okay, so number one,
Russian collusion's gonna fall. The Russian interference is gonna fall on Kamala. So she was endorsed by Putin. Oh, I know. It's so funny. You're talking about all the Trump's garbage, but
because
you don't
he's
talk about Kamala,
because
who's a liar.
because you're crying
She's
on
not
my
bringing
show.
prices down. She's not going to bring back Roe versus Wade. You guys are all bullshitters.
Look at that. See, there you go again. There you go.
Oh, you don't allow swearing.
Yes.
Oh,
So
sorry.
let's get those
Real men
emotions.
swear.
Let's get those emotions under control. There's a difference
I'm
between.
telling you what I saw.
There's a
You didn't
difference
even answer the
between.
question. Why is she lying?
Can I let me answer? From what I'm gathering, there's a difference between pew pews in general and assault pew pews. Okay, so make sure you're following the logic. All right, but for the sake of what's going on here, why
Watch
cry?
my videos, guys.
Why cry so much on TikTok if you're winning?
Fact check Kamala on the whole debate. She lied. I got all the fact checks. Watch my videos. This guy's a liar, guys. And he'll just talk about Trump's past. You know, has nothing to do with Kamala.
This is sad. This is sad. Snuggles, this is you.
I'm winning, bro.
No. Actually, no. You're getting worse every day on this app.
Bro.
No.
Your court cases fail. Kamala's failing. Biden just put a Trump hat on.
Let me ask you a quick question. Are you ready to get out of the cult today?
Oh, bro. Get your knee pads ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, that's Donald Trump's best and brightest on TikTok. Snuggle, thank you for coming up and filling my box with those MAGA tears. You probably do it better than anyone else I've seen. Honestly, you're crying. So we know you watched the debate again and again. He went back and watched the debate just to find that one thing. I got Kamala Harris. And then he ran to TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get this out here. And from what I understand, Snuggles, you said you actually cried to Fox News this morning. Hey, I got evidence. Jesse Waters, I got evidence that Kamala Harris lied. You're so desperate, bro. And it's not working. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the Lake of Fire. And it's right here. We're going to turn it up to extra, extra, extra hot for Snuggles, right? Join me in sending Snuggles, who we all know worships Donald Trump on all fours, right? He worships Donald Trump on all fours, puts his nose in Donald Trump's rear end every day. And comes to my show and cries. Join me in giving him a round of boos and shame. Yeah. That's the devil grabbing you. That's the devil grabbing you, Snuggles.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
I see some people out there upset with the way that I'm running my broadcast. Maybe you didn't hear me at the top of the show.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
you're amazing.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S.,
Snuggles,
if you're complaining all the time,
Tito,
very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Tell him, Zena. None of us want a Trump supporter to stay in the country. We would all love to see every single... Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. We really would like to see every Trump supporter leave this country and really go see what life is like outside of the United States. Enough is enough, right? Enough is enough. All right, let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat if you still believe Donald Trump is the solution. You want to vote for Donald Trump? Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, am I collecting unemployment benefits? Who is this? Let's see if we can get another round of these Trump supporters to come up in the box. Oh, they can't get in the box if they don't have the... They said hell no. I mean, y'all make my job so much easier when y'all don't even want to get in the box and have the conversation. All I can do is just keep going, right? Who else do we have in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see, who do we have? I see some 1s out there. Put a 1 in the chat if you're really interested in supporting Donald Trump, all right? And you believe that he is, he's fit to be president and he beat Kamala Harris, please. I can't from yesterday's rally. It was at her Well, I think it was. Did you check? I didn't. I don't know where Snuggles gets his information. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I sent a guest request. To what is it, Yvonne? Come on in the box. He was comparing Trump, Linda. Yeah, he was in NC. He was in Charlotte, North Carolina yesterday. All right. See, these Trump supporters, they know the end is near, ladies and gentlemen. They know it, and it makes total sense because when you listen to Donald Trump, how could you say this is presidential?
It turned out to be a town hall from what it was supposed to be, but she didn't show up, and refused also to do NBC and CBS. She went over to ABC, which, in my opinion, has taken a big hit because these two people were bad news. They kept screaming at me. I said, "Why are you screaming?" I'm saying to myself, "I'm looking at him. I always liked him. I'm not going to watch him anymore. I'm not going to watch him because he's not legit. What he did, I'm not going to watch him."
All right. I'll look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mr. Wiggles. Have we spoken before? I feel like we have.
No.
I feel like we have.
I
We
got
haven't
a quick
spoken.
question. No, we ain't never spoke before.
Are you a Trump supporter though?
Yeah, let me ask you this question: why you support Kamala Harris?
Well, she's the most fit to be president in so many ways. How much time you got, buddy? Is that a TV on in the background?
No,
we
I'm
can-
in the garage. Yeah.
Because I can hear
I'm
something.
in the garage.
I can hear something.
No, I'm in the garage. I got the door open. Somebody across the street putting the roof
Okay.
on the house on the other street.
All right,
Hey,
what
but
part of the
quick
country
question,
are you
so-
from, bro?
Yeah, I'm from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. All right, that's a good
Yeah.
place to be
Hey,
from.
let me. I follow you.
So
I-
are you gonna let me ask some of my questions? I just want to know: are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
The dog even don't like that answer.
Yeah, you heard him, huh?
What he said? Don't say that. He telling you something.
Yeah.
What? Even the dog know. You heard what he said about the cats and the dogs the other day, brother. Come on now.
Right.
How-
Hey, let me just make this quick. So you support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Pelicans, thank you for the subscription. Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
I want to tell you why I support Donald Trump.
Oh, go for it.
Okay.
It's your world. I'm just a squirrel out here trying to get. Well, I got to keep it clean, but please continue.
Right. Okay. This is the reason why I support Donald Trump. First of all, he is an OG gangster. Okay. He gets away with so much, and they're scared to hold him accountable. So that's why I'm with him. But that's, for example, September the 18th.
You got you got the dog going off back there with your answers.
He wants to go outside, and if
Oh.
he's gonna go on a walk. But,
Okay. I don't know if there's something going on with you and him in this
No.
live, because it's like every time you say something and it's extreme, the dog piping up.
He hear my voice and he want to come out. So
Okay, gotcha.
So this how OG he is. So he was supposed to be sentenced September the 18th. They put it off until November the 28th, which is after the election.
26.
Okay, 26. Okay, so they're not gonna convict him, and if he makes the presidency, he's gonna make everything go away, right?
No. Where are you getting this from?
Well, hold on. If he becomes the president November the 5th, the 5th, we know they get sworn in January, which means you can't incarcerate a sitting president.
Oh yeah,
right?
but he has federal cases and he has state cases. He can't
Right.
do
But
anything with the
follow me.
state cases.
But follow me. He's a business. He's let's say he becomes a president, and of course, money buys the lawyers and stuff. So let's just say he gets his way out of the system, where he don't go to jail, because if he makes it November the 5th. So this is the reason why I'm supporting him, and
Because he's a
tell me-
gangster.
OG gangster. So tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you support Donald Trump for 2024 for Rikers Island prison?
I support Donald Trump going to prison. Absolutely. I think jail would do him some good. I think jail would
Well,
help him become a better human being, especially when he
well,
goes through the full process of being
there's a difference.
rehabilitated.
There's a difference
Do you
between
believe Donald Trump? Listen, you asked me the question. All right. Now let's get back
okay,
to the gangster stuff. If you
okay.
want a gangster, then you do that in the streets. But I honestly believe we don't need no gangsters in the White House trying to trap it out. That's just unpresidential. That's just my
Okay, Zeus.
opinion, right? I
Okay,
mean,
Zeus.
you want Suge Knight up in there because he's more gangster than Donald Trump.
He'll
You want
win.
Suge Knight?
He'll win. He'll win.
Who?
I
Who?
want Denzel Washington in there, but hey, let me keep it real with you.
But you want a gangster. You
Wait a
want
minute. Let me
thugs.
keep,
You want thugs in the White House, correct?
bruh. Let me keep it real with you,
Wait a
okay?
second. Are we talking about gangsters and thugs or not?
Let me keep it real with you. Just follow me.
But did you answer my question? You OG, and I respect that. I like when you put the OG on it. That
I'm
means
a, I'm. Hey,
you really 10 toes down into this life. You about that
but you
action,
know,
right?
but you know that's how the I don't know how to say the brown people in America think when they go with
But you're not answering the
Donald Trump. And
question. You're not answering the questions. All right. I've heard what one thing you've said, and then I want to make sure I'm getting the clarification on things
hey
that came
Zeus,
up while you were saying what you were saying. You
hey
got to
Zeus,
run. You got to run.
just follow me. I'm Harris 2024 all the way. I was just if you see me on there, I just wanted to put that, and I was trying to get you to answer email because or something so I can send you some information. I'm blue as anybody on this thing. I am
What?
a volunteer for blue. Yeah, I just tried to get it on here because I didn't send something to you to ask you to come up and answer something so I can give you some information to
Wait
pass
a
on to the rest of the blue
second.
people.
Wait a
Hey,
second. Lord have mercy. Lord,
that's right.
the dog told us.
He
You
wanted to
had
come.
to,
Look.
I don't
I'm
know
blue.
what to believe. Where's the dog at? Show Zeus the dog,
Hey,
please. Please, this is
I'm
some
listen.
show.
I'm bl- I'm bluer than you, okay? And then remember this,
Lord
because
have
I don't want to
mercy.
hold up this platform. I don't want to hold this platform. Next time you'll see something when I came on this morning. I said that it's some brown dude, King Demetrius, who's brown, spewing this Donald Trump stuff. And soon you
Lord.
came on this morning, he got off. But like I said, I ain't gonna hold this platform. I'm sitting here listening to you, and I just want to put on there. But look in your email. I'm gonna send you something, and please answer this so I can send you just a quick snippet of Project 2025, and that way you can share it with everybody else because there's a lot of people out here don't even know what it is. But I ain't gonna hold the platform.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep slaying these Trumpaholics. Okay. Hey, but I'm blue as they come. I'm a volunteer, right? I'm a
Lord
volunteer for
have
Harris.
mercy.
And
Mr.
I'm trying
Wiggles,
to
don't
I'm
do that
trying to
again. Don't do that again, Mr. Wiggles.
well,
And
you
that
ain't gonna
goes for
answer me no
everybody.
way.
Huh?
Hey,
That was funny
you ain't
though.
hey,
I
you got so many people on here and you can't get to me, so I figure I gotta get there. And then I also wanted to share that with everybody. Vote Trump 2024 for Rikers Island Prison. Not the
okay.
federal prison. We want him to go to New York prison.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
Where the brown people call them real gangsters in there.
Lord
Yeah. I ain't gonna
have
hold you.
mercy.
Go ahead and get down, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Wiggles. That's definitely one for the history books. We gonna give the first Mr. Wiggles a round of boos of shame, all right? Because you're gonna get that. We're gonna give the first Mr. Wiggles a round of boos of shame. Sorry. And then we're gonna give the second Mr. Wiggles. All right, I don't know what to make of that one right there, ladies and gentlemen. And the dog. All right, we'll give him a round of applause. That was crazy. Well, if anything, I'll say this. That was some great acting right there. I mean, you definitely got me. And you know what? It is what it is. All right. Let's continue the broadcast. All right. The great thing about that was at the end of the discussion, we came out on the right side. All right. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Put a 1 in the chat. You were mad? Yeah. That was really crazy. He said he wanted a gangsta. I was about to play some West Coast music for him, too. Who do we have next? Please put a 1 in the chat. if you are a Trump supporter. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Dara, I can't get to you because for some strange reason, or Miss Drea, you're not allowed to take guests. You're not allowed to take guests. All right. Guest request. All right, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. I'll try to get one more. You don't know what to make of these people these days. All right, seriously, you don't. You don't know what to make of these folks. All right. Oh, there you go. For some reason, I see it now. I can get you in the box. Greetings. How are you doing, ma'am? Miss Drea?
Hear me?
Yep. Yeah, are you a
Can
Trump
you hear me?
supporter? Yeah. Are you a Trump supporter?
Okay. I thought I was putting a one in the box for something else. Please forgive me because I'm definitely not a Trump supporter. So I just had to say that.
Got it. Got it. Well, what do you want to get out real quickly? All right. We'll get it out.
Oh, I am VP Harris and Walls all day.
That's
Could
what I like to
nobody
hear.
change my mind? Okay? I do not believe in stupidity. Period. And anybody that would follow Donald Trump has got to be out of their mind. Okay, we want freedom. How about that? Freedom.
Amen. Amen. What part of the country
Okay.
are you calling in from?
I live in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. It must be hard.
I live in Wisconsin.
It must be
And I've
hard.
been listening to you, and I love coming onto your platform. I love the fact that you try to give them information, but you keep it cool. I love your booze,
What just happened?
but
Are you there?
can you hear me?
Yeah. Just my app just crashed and now I'm back. I don't know what just happened. You can hear me though, right?
Yes, I can. But really I sit back and work and I listen to you, and it makes my day. So I just want to say that. But you're doing a wonderful job. I
Thank you.
appreciate you, and
Well, I
I hope that we
appreciate
can
you.
get to as many of these mega demons as we possibly can. But to be honest with you, I do want to know who a person really is. I do respect people's views. If you want to be,
I'm having a connection.
I'm over here. I have common sense and I use common sense.
Yeah. There's a connection issue and it's hard to get
Can you hear
everything
me?
you're
I
saying.
think
I
I
can't
have a
hear.
bad reception.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I think I got what you're saying. All right. And as
Okay,
always, please feel free to come on back. All right. Because I don't know, but thank
all
you,
right,
ladies
thank
and
you.
gentlemen. Let's give it up to Miss Drea, No Lies Detective. My app crashed too, so I don't know if it's what's going on, but that was awesome. That was awesome. See, ladies and gentlemen, people say they're listening to this broadcast. They see that we're really out here, boots on the ground, getting the truth out to all of the Americans. All right, and that's what this is really about. All right, now let's see. Put a 1 in the chat. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are still going to support Donald Trump, this guy.
And his hair's not as good as
You're
it
still
used to be.
supporting
you
him?
know?
Put a 1 in the chat. Let's
Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost 4-year period. She kept complaining, well, when I'm in, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And at the end of the debate, I said, why don't you just do it? You could leave right now. Why don't you do it? I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this and that and that.
I mean, does
Remember
this?
at the convention when she went out and they nominated her, even though she got no votes, they nominated her?
I'm
No, she
sending
came in
Trump
last
supporters
place
requests, and they're not
in the
accepting
primaries,
it. This
right?
is a
And then she
sign.
got- and
They're
then she
afraid.
said, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. No, she's a threat to democracy. She is a threat to democracy.
Aaron.
But you remember when she went out
Accept, Aaron.
and she said thank you?
You know how
Do
this
remember
goes.
that?
Will
It was the
accept.
weirdest thing. Am I wrong? Because
Boycott the
they were
box.
saying JD and I are weird. No, we're very solid people. She's
Miranda,
weird.
I'm going to send
and
you
that
a
vice
request.
president of hers is really weird. He's really. That was a soundbite. You know, they said, "Oh, he's weird." That was, in other words,
I mean,
they
does
gave
this
it to
sound
their
like
friends in the fake news.
I sent
weird.
Miranda an
It's something
invite?
I've never called. I've been called a lot of bad things, but not weird. But you know,
I'm sending them invites.
she went out, and the people
I don't know if it's TikTok
applauding
or if they're
herself,
just
and she
afraid.
goes, "Thank
I
you,
can't.
thank you, 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 thank you." I think she went nuts. There was something wrong with her.
Wow.
But I was very happy because I got the endorsement of the vice president's family.
What? He got the endorsement of the vice president's family? Sounds to me like Donald Trump is having some cognitive issues. Who is the vice president that he's gotten the endorsement of? Did I hear that correctly? Hold on. Let me make sure I heard that
Called
correctly.
a lot of bad things, but not weird. But you know,
Hold on,
she
MAGA.
went out, and the people were applauding herself.
No. Did I hear this
Goes,
correctly?
thank you, 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 thank you. I think she went nuts. There was something wrong with her.
Hold on. We got something here. Hold on.
But I was very happy because I got the endorsement of the vice president's family. And I got the endorsement of the vice president's brother. And even sent me a contribution. Wow. And I was very happy because Barack Hussein Obama, his brother, as you know, endorsed me. So, no, his brother endorsed me.
Wow.
That's not easy. Now, so we have the endorsement of President Obama's brother. We have the endorsement of the brother of the future vice president. He better not win. If he ever won, this country will.
We have the endorsement of the future vice president. Did y'all hear what he just said? Either way, he called him the vice president. I think he was talking about Tim Walz, but he said the vice president's really Kamala Harris. Then he goes and says the future vice president. Sounds like Donald Trump is admitting he's not doing so well. It's a concession speech. Woo, you Trump supporters. Any Trump supporters out there? Put one in the chat if you're MAGA. I would love to see this. I mean, this is fine to me. I don't mind letting Trump supporters understand the end is near. I don't mind doing it. All right? Because we get it. We get it. You're afraid to get in the box and defend your cult leader. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at who we have. We have a brave one, Vegas Dave. This is his speech yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, in Tucson, Arizona. Go ahead and check it out, all right? Right around the 13-minute mark. You can go watch it, all right? All right. Put a one in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Trump supporter and you believe Donald Trump is going to win. Oh, here we go. Vegas Dave, you're back. Welcome.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. You're still supporting Donald Trump, huh?
I am.
Yeah, why do you think the momentum for him is now on the decline? I would argue while Biden was in office, and I mean while Biden was basically the nominee, a lot of your friends, especially on this app, were really gung-ho about Donald Trump winning. But now they're not so much. What's going on?
I don't think it's on the decline at all. No,
Really?
I don't. Hey, I
Really?
have a question, though. Do
Really?
you associate Project 2025 to Donald Trump,
I absolutely do.
even though he said that he has nothing to do with it?
Absolutely.
So,
Do you believe everything Donald Trump says?
so do you think it's fair to say that Kamala Harris
You mean
is gonna
Kamala?
Kamala Harris is going to be taking away guns and banning fracking and doing all that? Because
Nope, that's not fair.
why?
Well, I wouldn't say
Can't
fair.
you-
It's
can't you
inaccurate.
associate the two?
It's
Why?
inaccurate. It's inaccurate.
But why should we believe her?
Because you know where she stands. She's
But-
already articulated it. She's put it in her policies.
But you think that you can say that for her, but not for
Kamala's Kamala is not a liar, all right? Especially not a liar like Donald Trump. Maybe she lies here and there because, everybody tells a lie. I get that. But when we're talking about solutions that are for the American people, Kamala Harris is not building her campaign around her just saying whatever needs to be said to make people believe what she's thinking of in that moment.
That's exactly what she's doing. She's saying what people want to hear.
No.
But she doesn't actually believe that.
No, wrong. That's Donald Trump.
That's what the flip-flopping is. I mean,
No.
that's what it is.
No.
She's saying exactly what people need to hear from the Democratic Party for them to vote for her. She doesn't believe any of that.
Actually, when it comes to the pew-pews, I believe what I heard her say is she's talking about assault ones, not all of them. So when you walk around here and say she wants to take away your pew-pews, no. That's not what she's talking about. What we're talking about is currently in this country, whether you want to admit it or not, Dave, we keep running into we keep having these unfortunate situations, right? Another child lost their life, or children losing their lives to pew-pew violence in these schools, right?
Okay.
These are the same people that will get on TikTok and say they are pro-life. So you want the kids here so you can what? Help them?
You pivoted. We're talking about flip.
Well, you brought up the pew-pewing. Well, Donald Trump flip-flopped a lot of times on his little abortion ban, several times. I still don't know where he stands, but one thing I know, he won't say it on national television that if a bill comes that implements a national abortion ban, he'll veto it.
Full well that he believes in abortion or AD. Like, full well he believes.
He never said it during the debate whether or not he's for or against the national abortion ban. He refused to say it. At least Kamala Harris is acknowledging there's the ban and she's saying she's against it. He refuses to say it because it's because of him he's in this situation. He packed the Supreme Court with those judges that did exactly what he wanted them to, sending it back to the states. They've been waiting to do that. Now it's with the states. And it's not equitable. You got women suffering in these red states, and it's not good for Donald Trump. That's why he's being silent about this. So I brought all of that up because I want to make sure you understand. She's not saying she wants to take away all pew-pews. She's talking about assault ones. That's one. That's one.
In 2019 said, I want a mandatory buyback. Mandatory on everything.
Listen. I don't think that's what she said, but let's just say she did say that. Let's just say that's what she said. I'll say this.
Detected.
Are you going to play? Are you going to act like a kid?
I think the Democrats just need to open up their eyes and understand that she's just saying things to get.
No. I want to say this. I want to say this to you, Vegas. What are you saying should be done to stop the children that keep getting unalived? They keep getting unalived, right, in these schools with those kind of weapons. What is the solution? Because this thing that you got going on, he had mental health issues, it's just not working. This thing you got going on where the dad takes the child out and buys him one, it's just not working. So what do you think is the solution?
You think I am for guns.
You are.
I'm not for guns.
You are. I'll say what I really believe. Can I say it? Let me say what I really. I believe. This is me, Dave. Dave.
I'm against guns.
Dave.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe you're for pew-pews.
No, I'm not.
All right. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Why are you arguing this?
Because you can't say what I'm for and against. I'm saying flat out that I'm against things in my party's their agendas. I'm for AD. I'm against guns. I am.
You're for AB.
Yes, 100%.
What's your issue then?
My issue is economy, and she doesn't know how to do it.
The what?
The Democrats don't know how to do it.
Do what?
To fix the economy.
Wait a second. Okay, so you get in here and you're arguing about an issue that you don't even really care about.
I'm talking about her flip-flopping.
You can't even produce any evidence that she's a flip-flopper because in order to do that, then you would allow me.
In 2019, she says that she wants to ban fracking. And
Okay,
now she doesn't want to ban fracking.
is Donald Trump a flip flopper according to your your rubric? Is he a flip flopper?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
what's the point?
I'm talking about, like, you guys need to drop the 2025 Project 2025. You need to drop all this.
No, 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 no. I can't let you do that. You can't say drop Donald Trump's Project 2025 plan because Kamala Harris is a flip flopper, and then acknowledge Donald Trump is a flip flopper.
Do you know that
You sir, you're
do
the
you know
flip
that
flopper.
the Heritage
Sir,
Group
sir, sir,
created
sir,
Obama
sir,
plan?
sir, sir,
They were the
sir,
ones that did Obama plan. So
sir,
it is a Democratic think
sir,
tank.
sir.
Democratic think tank.
Do you understand your logic does not make sense? This is why Donald Trump is going to lose. Because
But he's
people
not
like
going to lose. That's what's hilarious. He's going to win.
people like you, Dave, you don't make sense on TikTok.
Hey, put up a poll right now. This is a heavily Democratic room, right? Put up a poll. Do you guys think that Trump's going to win or Harris is going to win?
Why doesn't he want to debate her again? Why is he saying Tim Walz is going to be the future vice president?
Because there's no reason to debate her. Because she can't answer questions outside of a debate. She has.
Oh, my bad. She's not up there repeating lies about cats and dogs and Haitian as immigrants. My bad. We missed the memo. That's what we were supposed to do on national television.
Have you seen
Embarrass
all the
ourselves
videos?
and embarrass our party. Dave, you know what? I used to think there was a little hope for you, Dave, but I'm starting to think your brain is fried.
No,
There's
the
something
Democrats
going.
are fried.
No,
They don't know how to handle
there's
money.
no.
It's crazy.
Dave. You really do need to get professional help. You do need to get professional help. You're not making any sense, and I gotta move on, bro. I'm gonna do what I did with Snuggles. Are you ready to get out of the cult? Are you ready to get out of the cult this morning, Dave?
I'm not in a cult.
Are you supporting Donald Trump?
I am voting Republican, yes.
Okay, so you're in a cult and don't even want to acknowledge it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. We're going to take care of business. Vegas Dave has clearly lost his mind. Dave, you look at that. My comment section disappeared. Hold on a second. All right, then. All right, we are back. All right, we got to take care of business. Vegas Dave is still in the cult. He's probably riding around in the heat. All right, preparing to get into hell because that's it's hot out there in Vegas sometimes. No disrespect to the real patriots in Vegas, but to the Vegas Dave, that heat's for you. Join me in sending Dave to the Lake of Fire once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a big round of, you guessed it, booze and shame. Alrighty then. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
It's already in bad shape. 3.5 years of what they've done to this country, especially, look, we're laughed at all over the world.
Oh, yes. I got to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Tiny TikTok, Tim, Tom, you've been saying for the past. No, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. You didn't really need to do that. You've been saying I've been avoiding you for a few days now. Oh, and you're letting your hair grow out, I see. You been in the gym? You been in the gym?
Don't have to. This is natural.
I'm glad you and I agree it's naturally ugly. What do you got for us?
So, aren't we? Sorry, my coffee making a lot of noise. Aren't we past the point where trying to change people's minds is going to work? People's minds are already made up. Okay?
Most people's are, but there's still people out there that.
I don't think so. They may say they're independent and they're undecided. They're decided. They just don't want people to know their decision. So this whole going back and forth about you shouldn't vote for him because of this. People know who they vote for and why. So why can't we just concentrate on I'm voting for this person because of this, instead of saying, if you vote for this person, you're this, that. So, and I'm still waiting for you to admit that you think you're a god.
I am.
You think you know people. You think you know how they
Let me
live.
ask you a question. Let's go back to your first point. That's a one heck of a loud coffee maker.
It is. It's like a foot and a half away from the.
Yeah. So your first point, right? You think that people have already made their minds up, but then you're ignoring the reality that the poll numbers. Listen, the poll numbers. Oh, that the missus is that my good friend, your wife over there? That's her.
Oh, she just told me she was getting ready to go to work.
Oh, okay. Because last time she left, we didn't finish our discussion, and I wanted to ask her a few more follow-up questions. All right, because see, I think she's the one that really.
Customer coming in.
Okay. But if you haven't been paying attention, did you notice the poll numbers shifting after Biden got out and then Kamala became the front runner? But you made the statement that people's minds are already made up.
Okay.
So how do you explain the shift in the polls if their minds have been made up? And you can't just use "I don't care." That's unsatisfactory. You get an F on the paper. You get an F on the test when you use that.
Because she was new. People were happy to see somebody new. Yes, there are those who were against Trump in 2020, and they're going to go for Kamala because they don't like Trump.
You mean Kamala? You get it? You mean Kamala?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Wait.
Sorry.
Okay.
I realized what I did. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you say someone's name.
No, it does.
No, my wife's name is mispronounced every day. So what?
Okay, but when people give you info, okay, so now I got to teach you how to be civilized. It's 2024.
Okay.
All right. When people correct you
is this
for
the God Zeus that's trying to teach me how to be civilized?
Yeah, you're darn right.
It is. Leader Zeus that's trying to teach
Yep, you're darn right. When people give you information, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom, every time you do this move right here, I know this is an uncomfortable moment for you. It's uncomfortable, all right. But I'm going to say it. Why do you think you have permission to disrespect people?
I'm not disrespecting anybody.
If you mispronouncing their name, you are.
No, it's just Kamala. You know Kamala. You know who I'm talking about. So I mean,
no, I think that's very.
You do know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't. No, what I do know is you're being very disrespectful.
Oh, but wait, it's not disrespectful to call me.
No. Let's unpack. You like that?
You can be disrespectful, but I can't be. Is that what you're saying?
Did I lie when I said Tiny Tank Top Tom?
But isn't it disrespectful?
No. You should think of it as a compliment.
Oh, okay, because you say it's not disrespectful.
Because you know what was the lie? What was the lie was you saying you had muscles when you don't.
How do you know I don't? Is that the God Zeus talking or what?
So you want to be a
wait? I did have a question for you.
So you want to be a victim this morning?
Just real quick.
Tom, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom. Your problem is this. You want to be a victim so bad.
No.
But then at the same time, but at the end of the
victim of anything.
So you're the abuser.
No, neither one.
You can't be both.
Yeah, you can just be in the middle.
No. And what happens when you're in the middle?
You just live life.
No. If you go into the courtroom and then you go, no contest. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go, you know what we're going to do? We're going to treat that like you're guilty. So that's what we're going to do here,
you have
Tom.
to prove I'm guilty first. You have to prove everything about me.
No, I can already see it. You got in the box and you said
because you're not a god.
You got in the box and you said you're naturally ugly, and that's inside and out. You said it's natural.
This is natural. I'm
better looking than you are.
I'm smarter than you are. So, and I'm not a cult leader. You're a cult leader. You lead the cult of the kingdom. And your bootlicking cultists fall right in line every time you say something.
Are those your last words?
Oh, no, my last word is, you said something interesting on your live.
I think that was.
Anybody caught it. Hold on. You said something interesting on your live, and I don't know if anybody caught it. You said you do this for a living. But
somebody said they wanted to talk to you. Someone said they wanted to talk to you.
Oh, gee, man. Oh, this will be fun.
And I don't normally do this, but G-Man has some words for you. And
What's
G-Man
up,
knows.
man?
G-Man, tell him I'm nice. I'm nice. G-Man's not so
He's
nice.
He's very nice, believe it or not. He's a lot better than yours truly. I'm gonna ask you, how old are you, sir?
56.
60. What are you born and raised in New York City?
No,
Where you from? Where you from?
Washington State.
Washington. I'm gonna let you know that I know about that draft dodger bigger than Calvert before you were born.
Wait. If Trump is a draft dodger, so is Biden and so is Clinton.
I know about those.
Wait. No. Stop it there. He's not a draft dodger. He's not a draft dodger.
I got him, G-Man. I got him.
I know him more than you realize.
He's not a draft dodger.
Tiny tank top Tim Tom.
No.
You can look at my profile. I'm a gym rat. It's all natural. I'm all natural. I won't wear glasses.
Get him, G-Man. Go ahead, finish your point. Go finish. Tom. Next violation, I'm gonna have to take executive action.
I see like this.
I need.
What's wrong? What's wrong? You got your nerve just looking at me? Huh? Humping down? Why do you support somebody that doesn't even F about you just as well? He got dog walking that debate. You could deny it, and all that. I saw the whole thing. And don't say no 301, the same old white wing talking boy. It's a little bit too old for the BS. I gotta respect the man high school. We cannot use no profanity, no nothing. Yeah, I know. Somebody muted you, but still, sir. Think twice before you
don't support Trump.
Somebody that don't care about Trump. I despise that MF. Before you
don't support Trump.
But why you supporting him?
You don't.
But why why you still gonna vote for him? You say you don't.
I'm not.
Why you don't want Zeus talk about Project 25? You and the other person.
It's false.
Why? That's the fact.
He's a Trump supporter.
I know. I saw him. I ain't born yesterday. I've been watching you.
Hookman, thank you for the subscription.
But still, sir. I heard that back in the 80s, everybody thought they were to Project 2025. It was, people, the older boomers and the silent generation, because they fought the Second World War. They thought they didn't exist. Fast forward to today. Wow. How things has changed with this country. I try to tell people like you don't have to listen to me in my word of mouth. You got to look at Donald Trump, his conspiracies, his issues on his past. The reason why I don't like him, and I vote independent back in 1982 when I'm old enough to register to vote, because he's a long-time Democrat. To me, doesn't matter who got means and power, you could get away with the judicial system and the politics. And somebody like one of us three have done in New York with that hush money. I tell you, they found guilty, they handcuffed behind my back, they go to the back of the court, take the van right to Rikers, and right there send it to the prison, state prison in Sing Sing. Right off the bat. There's a two-tier system right there. Why you support somebody that don't even give a damn? He commit those, he convicted felon. And you and I will not even get a job like Walmart. Jobs, people like that. I just want to know. I know you're a Trump supporter. Why? And believe it or not, I'm as an independent here. Where Kamala Harris, I hope I pronounce it correct. Kamala Harris was a U.S. senator. She agreed with certain things with Trump administration. Let that go. Yeah, at least I said that. But unlike your folks, you try to mental gymnastics, all his flaws and issues, like he's the next coming of Jesus. And so, I not try to bash you, man, and all this.
Aaron, thank you.
Before you cast that vote, because I'm gonna let you know this as a Joan generation of boomer. I know you don't want to hear the shit anyway, but
I got that.
Trump don't give a F about you. You can laugh.
I'm not voting for Trump.
Yeah, that's what you say.
I'm not voting for him.
Then who you gotta vote for?
I'm putting the right in for Vivek Ramaswamy.
To who?
Vivek. In other words, he's voting for Donald Trump indirectly.
I know.
No.
Sick.
No.
Sick.
See, G-Man, hold on. I let him talk. Let me talk. G-Man, you lost me when you called Trump a draft dodger, because if he dodged, stop. If he dodged the draft, stop. I let you talk.
5 times. What?
The same, the same as Biden, and the same as Clinton. The same as Biden, the same as Clinton.
Ain't they with George W. Bush and joined the National Guard? What else, man?
What? Wait. In order to be a draft dog,
that you think you know.
this is what you're doing. Do this so I can talk.
No, bro, I had no time for the BS.
So
he's a draft dodger.
Okay, was he? Hold on. Was he actually drafted? Was he actually?
Him and Ted Nugent got ridiculed back in the day in the 70s from Vietnam vets because they draft dodgers. They didn't man up to serve their country. You know, they had controversial with the draft back in that day.
Do you have evidence, Tom, that Donald Trump isn't a draft dodger? Is that what you're suggesting?
Was he actually drafted?
5 referral for drafts.
Same as Biden and the same as Clinton.
What I just said, Biden had
the same as Biden and the same as
I
Clinton.
can't. So I can't with you, Tom. You're wrong, and we got to move it on.
So if Trump is a draft dodger, so is
Clinton was a
Biden.
little bit too young for the Vietnam anyway. Zeus.
What was that?
Clinton was a little bit too young to be drafted in back
Yep.
in that time. Come on now. Who you playing?
I'm not. What I'm saying is Biden and Trump got the
Sir,
exact same 5 deferments.
Tom, you're done, and we
Oh,
got to move it
because
on.
I made sense. I see
No,
how- I see how that-
because
I made sense.
No,
I made sense.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have to move it on. All right, thank you, G-Man.
You too. Sorry, boy, but
No.
You cannot control.
He's disrespecting our men and women in uniform, and he's lying on TikTok. Seriously.
And I'm a veteran too. If he dropped out too soon, I served in uniform. Only Donald J. Trump and I have similar. We born and raised in New York. Anything else was totally opposite.
Tell him.
I served in uniform, know what this country had done to certain citizens of this country, mainly Puerto Rican, the brothers and sisters, African descendant, indigenous folks.
Right.
Look at the history. He grew up in the civil home where his father Fred. And even though he had money where his father Fred, he blew it up. He got much bankruptcy to his draft referrals and his marriages. He tried to insult me. You know, Biden got health issues why he didn't go. And Clinton a little bit too young. This guy think he tried to play the G-Man? Please.
Sorry, Tom, you're wrong once again.
So
Nate?
they always think, you know this, he said that he's smarter than you. See, he think because he's less mellow than both of us. He think
So he thinks his complexion is tied to the...
Yeah, he don't think that
I gotta keep it clean.
We above him on his level or higher.
Okay. Well, I got something for that MAGA demon. All right, G-Man, I got something for him. All right.
I'm gonna let you go. Thank
All
you
right.
for your time and keep the passion. So that's why I'm glad I had you. You got better patience with me with these bandejos.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give G-Man a round of applause. But you know what else we got to do? We got to give Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom what he deserves because he gets in the box and he lied like a rug in the box. He's not a Trump supporter. Who are you voting for? Okay, Vivek Ramaswamy. Well, who's Vivek backing? Donald Trump. So you're indirectly voting for Donald Trump. You defend Donald Trump day in and day out on TikTok. Congratulations, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom. You played yourself. And guess what we're going to do? Let's send them straight to the lake of fire, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in giving Tiny Tank Top Tim what he deserves. A round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon. If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
All right, let's move it along. Let's keep having some of these interesting discussions. Alter Ego, thank you for the gloves, all right? Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. All right, please put a 1 in the chat. We're going to keep moving along, ladies and gentlemen. Zerb, greetings, welcome back. How are you doing? Rick, thank you for the gloves. Greetings, sir. How are you doing? All right. It's been quite a show this morning. All right. We've had some interesting characters. Tinkerbell, yes, you are correct. The gloves are clearly off. All right. Mrs. Shonuff, what the heck are you talking about? Sir, I don't know what that is, but I think you may be gone. All right. Most obvious ninja. Ooh, that's an interesting name. Why don't you come on up in the box and talk to Big Zeus? Most obvious ninja. Come on in the box. What makes you a ninja? I think I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to be clever, all right? And I would like to talk to the most obvious ninja out there. That's wild! What the heck is that about? What the heck is this about? The American Constitution Law 1776 versus Deep State de facto rules and regulations. Hold on, I can't get the rest of that. Corporations 1871. Woo! I sent you an invite. Won't you come up in here and educate us? All right. I love it when Trump supporters like to get in the box and educate us. Don't we all like it? Because one thing I always keep in mind when a Trump supporter is trying to tell me stuff is, well, how do you know all of that and still support Donald Trump? It's the most interesting thing ever. And I get it. I know why the Trump supporters are afraid to get in the box because unlike a lot of other people, I actually let them say what they need to say and embarrass themselves. They cook themselves when they get in the box because they know, oh, maybe that didn't sound too good when I said it. When they go back and look at the footage, they go, oh, I didn't realize I was making a complete you know what out of myself on Zeus's lie. They think they're up here educating us, and then they realize they're only embarrassing themselves and them and their family. Oh, look at this. Van Hagar. I sent you an invite, and I know, just like the previous guests that have came before, you don't want to get in the box and have a conversation, which is fine. Let's continue on. I know where you get your information from, MAGA. I know where you get it from, right here.
We would have never had the Russia-Ukraine problem. We would have never had October 7th, Israel, the attack on Israel. None of these things, and we wouldn't have had inflation. And we wouldn't have had that horrible, the way we pulled out.
Anyone believes
Afghanistan
this still?
was so horrible. None of those things would have happened.
Does anyone believe
we would have
this?
had a much different country. And we wouldn't have 21 million people in our country right now that shouldn't be here.
I don't believe
That I
it. Anyone believe Donald
So
Trump?
because we've done 2 debates and because they were successful, there will be no 3rd debate.
He doesn't want to get in the box. Again, I want to remind Trump supporters that this is not a sign of strength. This is truly a sign of weakness. MAGA means weak. If you ask, chicken, that's what MAGA means now. When I see Trump right now, if you look at him at this rally, and by the way, I believe there's going to be 2 more rallies today, right? He's going to have one today in, Los Angeles at 9, so we got to watch that. All right, look at how Donald Trump acts. He is shook to the core. And no woman, actually no politician ever has been able to do this to Donald Trump. He's licking his wounds right now. Think about it. Kamala put him somewhere Melania can't put him. And that's incredible. She put him in his place. All right? He's really, I'd hate to say this, MAGA. I hate to say this to you, but this is going to sting when I say it. He's thinking about dropping out. He's thinking about dropping out, MAGA. You know how this goes. There's meetings happening, and this is what I've heard through the grapevine, so you got to trust it, all right? When you get it through the grapevine, that means it's credible. They're going to Donald Trump and they're saying, sir, your numbers aren't looking that good. Your polling, your fundraising. Did you hear how much Kamala raised? $47 million that night. Off of small dollar donations. That's good for the down ballot. They had to tell this to Donald Trump. It's not looking good, and we really think you should step aside. I hate to say it, Trump supporters, but we told you. Actually, I enjoy saying it. We told you this was going to come. Yeah. They're going to him. He would never leave. Angie, come up in the box, if you don't mind, Angie. Angie, He's spiraling. You remember what they did to Joe Biden? You remember what they did to Joe Biden after the debate? You remember what they did to him, right? You remember what they did to Joe Biden? Y'all say that the Democrats pushed him out. You know, y'all like to spread that conspiracy theory, all right? Y'all like to say Biden's a little salty about having to step aside. So you know how this goes. If you go on the stage and you debate, and then the next day, the news cycles are talking about how terrible you perform. And then the next day, the news cycle's still talking about how terrible you perform. And then, you know what? We're going to do this for the rest of the year. Talk about how Kamala Harris kicked your rear end. You know what that means? That means step down.
It's too late anyway. The voting's already begun. You got to go out and vote. We got to vote. This is going to be the most important vote in the history of our country. It'll be the most.
Hi, Takesha. Good morning. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, Zeus. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, I think the Trump supporters are scared to get in the box. What do you think?
I would like to say, I'm going to go ahead and race bait right quick.
Go for it.
What's happening with Trump are the results of what happens when you have to deal with a black woman face to face, standing 10 feet taller than you. You talking about there needs to be no debates because you already won two. You weren't saying that after you beat Biden in the first debate. You was ready to go on with the rest of them. Now all of a sudden, because you won two debates, ain't no need for another one. Baby, take that excuse and give it to your supporters, because those are the only people that believe that. Baby, Zeus, dog walked him through the park with a pooper scooper, and he can't recover from it, Zeus. Even his Republicans counterparts are talking about him, Zeus.
Yeah.
He lost. Listen, he around here claiming he won that debate like he won that election. Trump, stop. You just cannot keep saying stuff and think it's going to magically appear to be true. You lost the election. We fired you. 81 million people fired you. You lost that debate, and you going to lose this election just like you lose your bowels and reading out the website.
Let's go.
Out, Donald Trump.
Tell him,
I'm really
Takesha.
embarrassed at Donald Trump. I'm embarrassed at his supporters. I'm embarrassed at anybody that think that Donald Trump is a strong man. This man said he not gonna debate no more, Zeus. Now, if we know Donald Trump's type, because you know we know his type, we know that he would just want to keep embarrassing folks. If he thought he won that debate, he know he lost that debate just like he lost that hell when he started wearing that toupee. Donald Trump, cut it out.
Oh,
just cut it out.
Wow, Takesha. So you're saying so from what I understand, you're saying deep down inside Donald Trump knows he lost.
It ain't even deep down inside, Zeus. He knew he lost when he went to the spin room trying to be Rapunzel and spin the fact that he done won that debate. Stop it, Donald Trump. Just stop it. I'm embarrassed for him and his supporters. And after he said that, they clapping. But they know in their heart, this is nothing but a coward.
Wow.
They're supporting a coward. And it took the
I like how you put
woman,
that D on it. I like how you put that D on it. That was dirty.
He running around in the land of Oz looking for his courage. He think the Wiz gonna give it back to him, Zeus. But the Wiz ain't even got enough courage to give him.
Wow, I like how you put that D on the end of coward.
That's the cowardly lion. Yeah. They keep walking the yellow brick road looking for the Wiz to get them some courage and some brains and a heart. And they get there and realize there's no such thing as the Wiz. So they just out here lost, walking through the land of Oz with the Munchkin folks. You know what I'm saying? Looking for Eveline to kill Eveline so they can bring the broom back and get their stuff that they need. And they going to still be over there, Zeus.
Hey,
they little tainted heart.
I would say you're lying if you were, but you're not lying. And you're telling the truth so well. It's actually hilarious. And I like how you tied it to the Wizard of Oz because, you know, let's just be fair. Wouldn't they like to just click their heels together? Wouldn't they like...
They want to click their heels 3 times and get home, Zeus. But home is far from them because the red hats they've been wearing that they equated with the red ruby slippers, Zeus, it has no power.
You did it! Give Takesha some love! She over here connecting the dots on these Trump supporters. Go ahead.
They wearing them red hats, shrinking their brains. Bless they little tiny hearts. Bless them, Zeus.
Bless them.
Bless them. Bless them.
Lord have mercy. I mean, when you write, Takesha. You know what? When you're right, you're right. That is some amazing work you're doing over there. I mean, seriously.
I'm embarrassed for them, Zeus.
I'm
embarrassed for them.
Do you think that there's any way Trump can recover from this? And then the other question is, what did Kamala do on stage that made it difficult for Donald Trump to win? What did she do? Because a lot of politicians, they've tried this with him and they failed. But for some reason, she did something no one else has been able to do.
I'm going to tell you exactly what she did. She went to a coward who's a keyboard warrior. She stood 10 feet tall in front of him, commanded the stage, shook his hand and let him know, I'm not intimidated, nor am I afraid. And that's how she won that debate. And that's how she's going to win this election, Zeus. Because at the end of the day, Donald Trump is a keyboard warrior. And we found that out, Zeus, when they asked him a question about him keep saying the lady wasn't black.
Yeah.
And when they asked him the question, get what he said?
What he said?
She can be whatever she want to be. Yeah, because you know what? When you're not behind that keyboard typing on live social,
yeah,
you're a coward. There's nothing strong about him but the odor that he has when he goes around spreading. There's nothing strong about Donald Trump, period.
Wow. Is
Period.
Like that, huh? Like that.
Nothing
Period.
strong about him.
Period. I like how you put the emphasis on that stuff like that.
Nothing but his odor.
So he can't recover from this, is what
He
you're
cannot recover. He might as well go on and check into the old folks' home and sit there and rock in his chair, because he will not get in that office and ain't nobody studying Donald Trump.
Wow. I mean, why do you think his supporters still believe that he won?
Because they don't have Zeus. They don't have good sense. It's called a lack of common sense. They think that the term hope springs eternal is really gonna happen for them, Zeus, but it's not. They can stop holding out the hope because the hope is gone. They might as well just take their little self on home and sit down, because Donald Trump is not getting back in that White House. The only way Trump gonna get in the White House is if he going in there to clean it up.
Because that's what they got to do.
Sweeper.
While he's doing time, because they give you credit for doing that kind of work.
A prison job. They gonna bring him out every day to come and mop the White House, because he definitely going to jail.
Woo! All right, my last question is this: did you know why does Snuggles? What's wrong with this guy? It seems like he's getting more and more out of control every day. He comes to the show and he cries. Would you give Snuggles some real advice?
You know, Zeus, I try not to talk on people I done fell out with, but I want Snuggles to get some help.
I do too.
Notice that I didn't say anything about your past guests, because I don't deal with men that call me out my name.
That's right.
But Snuggles, I used to like Snuggles.
Then
Snuggles did something that offended me, and I ain't fooled with Snuggles since. But Snuggles, you gotta give it up, sweetie. I don't care if you don't buy Zeus a steak, but what you need to do is just cut it out. Y'all know y'all already lost. I know you're holding out the hope. I know you're over there on your knees praying so hard to the Lord, but he said get up, because this ain't the time. So you might as well just go ahead and give it up. Y'all got to let it go.
Y'all got to. It's over.
It was over when that woman was announced that she was going to be the nominee. It was over that day. And Trump been looking for Biden to come back, just like y'all looking for JFK to come back. Y'all got to let it go. Y'all looking for something that ain't going to happen. Trump over there praying every night, please let Biden come back. Please let Biden come back. Rubbing that genie in the bottle he got. And the man ain't coming back, just like JFK ain't. So they can come out the field, and y'all can come out the field too, because it ain't going to happen.
It ain't happening. Wow. I mean, you just crushed his dreams, but you know what? I think it's very important we make it clear to them that it's over, so that they can then start doing the real work on themselves. All right?
Zeus, it's over like when Ike Turner in the movie What's Love Got to Do with It?
I
When he
shouldn't
went and
laugh.
tried to talk to Tina Turner, and she said no way, and she slammed his door and broke his window. You know, Ike say, "Look at you, to messed up my fine automobile. I'm gonna get you." And then he went to the show, and she wasn't afraid, and he had to leave. That's how over it is for Trump. For Trump running for president.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
over.
Well, listen, I love the connections and the analogies that you've been able to, paint
You're
with
so
your.
welcome, Zeus.
Thank you, Takesha. Seriously, I couldn't do this without you. All right, seriously, and it means a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Show Takesha
All right,
some
everybody in the
love.
kingdom, I love you. Even if you're opposition, I still love you.
Yeah, because that's what we do on this platform. We spread
Hey,
love,
Lord
not
said
hate.
love them all. Love 'em all.
Amen, amen. Ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen,
Zeus.
show Takesha some love, and let's give her a round of applause. No lies detected. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, she's right. This is an amazing spot on TikTok. It really is, because what we do is we spread love, we spread truth, and we really help these Trump supporters understand that they're in a cult and they're on their way to hell. All right. And a lot of people think it's bad that we do that. But, I don't think so. We're saving a lot of souls. These people come to me in secrecy and they say, Zeus, you know what? Keep up the great work. You're saving someone's soul with the way you run your broadcast. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all just for helping to be a part of this. All right. Seriously. All right, let's see. Who do we got next, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Who do we got next? All righty then. All right. Jarrell Anderson, greetings. How are you? Greetings, Jarrell Anderson. How are you?
Good morning, brother. Can you hear me okay?
I can. How are you? What part of the country are you calling from?
I'm in Tennessee, brother.
Shout out to Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What brings you to the show, if you don't mind?
Man, I can't go behind the sister. I wish you had brought me up first.
Oh, I know, right? Isn't she great, lovely, wonderful? Takesha's amazing.
Yeah, they've been sold a barrel of bad goods, man. It's just time to let it go.
They need to let it go.
It's serious, because if you look at him, even from 16, all the childish name calling, it kind of stuck a little bit. He can't put nothing on her. It's over. And then what really hurts him is she a nice looking sister. Whether you want to call her mixed, whatever you want to call her, she's still a nice looking lady.
This woman right there.
Yeah,
the one that's in the Chuck Taylors and jumping in and out of the Air Force Two, like she running things. You mean her?
Yeah, and then they don't know what to say. They can't say they can't beat her they can't beat her no kind of way. I can't even get no words to describe it. Because I was just trying to talk to somebody the other day. I said if Trump would have just walked away and kept it quiet, he wouldn't even be in this mess. But no, he had to be too loud, and it done came and bit him in the butt. And that's it.
So you're saying Trump did it to himself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's just being all this whatever they want to call it. What do you call it? Being boisterous or whatever you want to call it. And all that childish, silly stuff. And you finally met somebody that didn't even care about that. She don't even feed into none of that. None of that. I wish I could have found out them 2 words she wanted to say though.
You know what it was. You know
yeah.
She kept it clean though, right?
Oh, yeah,
she didn't. She got a couple of good shots in. Shots Trump wasn't expecting. And the analogy Trump is saying is, when a fighter wins a fight, they don't want a second. They don't want a rematch. And he's trying to say that that's what's going on, and that's why he doesn't want to debate her again. What is your take on that?
Oh man, when I saw him in the spin room and nobody came to ask him any questions. That said it all right there. Fox News didn't even approach him.
Wow.
Did you notice anything?
Yeah, they had to get him on their cell phone. They said we don't want to be nowhere near this loser. We're going to record him with our cell phones and then process the footage in the studio.
They even said he lost. Even when they did the broadcast after, they said it. But for some reason now, Sean Hannity, of course, the entertainment side, he's not the news side anyway.
Yeah.
So, people got to separate that. But yeah, man, it was a beautiful thing. I enjoyed it, and she did an excellent job.
Nice. So,
Yes,
then you know what? I'm going to have to say this is great news, right? Because I love it when people come on the platform and they say basically what you said. Kamala won. And we're gonna have to, keep the momentum going, my brother. All right. Now I gotta
Yes,
move
sir.
it on. All right.
Yes,
And
sir. I'm
thank
gonna
you.
keep listening. Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Jarrell a round of applause. No lies detected. Hey, you see this, Trump supporters? Another everyday American has just came in the box and validated that Donald Trump got his behind whooped at the debate. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. I like to say it like that. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Donald Trump still has a chance to win this election. All right. What we're doing is toggling through and bringing up voices from random places in this country just to see. Okay, look at, there's some people out there that still believe Donald Trump. Ellie, I sent you an invite. Avril, Chief, I sent you all an invite. All right, come on into the box. Don't get up here and get terrified now. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that Donald Trump is still. Who do we have right here? Look at that. Look at that. All right, who do we have this morning? Who do we have? Avril, greetings.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Quite old.
Oh, you sound very, very young. You're a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
What part of the country would you be calling in from?
I'm not. I'm from Scotland.
Well, how are you voting for Trump?
Well, the reason I would vote for Trump is I feel peace
There's
in the past.
Well, listen, I'm going to move. I barely can hear you, Avril. I barely can hear you. I think in Scotland you got a bit of a connectivity issue. But Avril, you're wrong. If I were you in Scotland, all right, and I got to say this because I don't like Trump supporters no matter what part of the planet they're in. I think, Avril, you might be a nice person. But if you're in Scotland and you've been subjected to Donald Trump's lies and you think he's the best person, you've been sold a bad bill of goods, like the previous guest said, Avril. And so what I need you to do is stop listening to whatever you're getting your information from because it's not accurate. All right. And I need you to just use this up here, if you don't mind. Just use this up here and ask yourself, why would I be voting for a man that I know is a terrible human being? I mean, you're not voting, but why would I even be comfortable saying he's a good person? All right. And that's the best I can do. All right. Do the job over there in Scotland to help make sure Kamala Harris gets in so that you have a better chance. All right. We're going to give her Avril a round of booze and shame. Yeah. You might be a great person, but I'm just shocked that MAGA Demon reached you way over there in Scotland. I'm very, very surprised. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. All right, Lake of Fire. No, I mean, yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and you still believe that Donald Trump is the solution to this fixing the problems in this country, even though you saw him get beat by Kamala Harris. Jay Will. I'm trying to toggle back and forth, ladies and gentlemen, and then that way we have a fair and balanced conversation, and people who listen to the show, they can at least hear what's really going on out here. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. Happy birthday, Tinkerbell. Nice. I'm glad that it is your birthday. I did see that you did say it's your birthday today. So yes, happy birthday. Not 1. All right. Sorry, L. Okay, I got you. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe this guy, Donald Trump, is fit to be president of the United States. All right. I mean, you know what he sounds like, the loser.
People said that I was angry at the debate. Angry. I was angry. And yes, I am angry because he allowed 21 million illegal aliens invading our communities.
You believe
Many
this
of
stuff?
them are criminals.
Y'all
Many
believe
are
this?
criminals. I'm angry. I'm angry.
He's angry. I don't know what's going on with this guest. The founder of EMG is having a
They
hard
said he's
time
an
connecting
angry
you.
person. No, they're destroying our country. I don't like. She's smiling. All practice, right? Did you see it? She's like, we're talking about a border invasion, the likes of which
Put a one
no
in the
country
chat
has ever suffered. And she's like this.
if you believe this guy is definitely the most fit
But I am
between
angry
him
about
and Kamala
Venezuelan
Harris.
gangs taking over Aurora, Colorado.
Spreading lies.
And illegal Haitians, and he came in, illegal Haitian migrants taking over a beautiful place.
Liz, I
It was
sent you an invite.
beautiful. Springfield, Ohio. I was there. I campaigned there a while ago. Springfield, it was so beautiful. Now it's just, what a place.
Do you hear how desperate and deranged this guy sounds? I mean, seriously, this man is unfit to be president. How could anybody with their right mind vote for Donald Trump knowing what he's done as president before? All right, now people have said, Zeus, what's the difference between Donald Trump and our vice president Kamala Harris? I say, well, if you listen to the message. Kamala Harris is trying to help everyday American people, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, think about it.
And keeping our nation safe and secure.
That's right. You see the difference?
But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump.
Nope.
Instead, it was the same old show. That same tired playbook that we've heard for years.
You see the difference?
With no plans.
No
For
plan.
how he would address the needs of the American people.
Amen.
Because you know it's all about him. It's not about you.
Nope.
Well, folks, I said it then. I say it now.
Tell
It's time to turn the page. Turn that page. Turn that page.
And if you listen to the crowd, listen to the crowd. Don't ask me. All right. People keep asking, what is Kamala Harris's plan? All right. So listen up. I keep having to do this. I'm going to tell you what her plan is. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Open eyes. Come up in the box. Come up in the box real quick. Open eyes. I'm going to make sure you all know this, what the answer is to this plan. Now, you got to go to KamalaHarris.com. All right. Do this for me. Then you click on where it says issues. All right. And I did this yesterday, but you know what? I'll do it again. Her plan involves a new way forward. All right. That protects our fundamental freedoms, strengthens our democracy, and ensures every person has the opportunity to not just get by, but to get ahead. Let's go. She has been an attorney general, a senator, and now vice president of the United States. And she has always stood up for the people against predators, scammers, and powerful interests. All right? She promises to be a president for all Americans, a president who unites us around our highest aspirations, and a president who always fights for the American people. From the courthouse to the White House. And that's been her work, all right? And if you go through this website, you will see she has policies tied to cutting taxes, making rent affordable, growing small business, all right? Things around protecting children and affordable care. You mean her plan that she stole from Trump? Come up in the box, no nickname. Now, so go to her website and read, you Trump supporters. This is sad. It's so sad I have to do this every day.
Because, to your point, America is ready for a new way forward.
That's right.
We are ready for a new generation of leadership that is optimistic about what we can do together.
That's right. You hear
That
this?
is why Democrats, Republicans, and independents are supporting our campaign.
That's right.
Over 200 people who worked for President George H.W. Bush, President George W. Bush, John McCain, and Mitt Romney have endorsed me for president.
over 200 people that have worked for Donald Trump, worked with him, are endorsing Kamala Harris. Do you Trump supporters understand what's happening right now? That last guy, Tiny Tank Top Tim Tom, he tried to say people's minds are already made up. No, they're not. That's why the polls are shifting towards Kamala Harris. Because the more they hear the difference between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, the more they wake up and go, oh, this is a serious situation we've gotten ourselves into. And they're saying, absolutely not. We do not want 4 more years of Donald Trump and his supporters terrorizing this country.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congresswoman Liz Cheney are supporting me as well.
Not George Bush yet. Hold on.
Because, as they said, we have a duty as citizens to put country above partisanship and defend our Constitution.
Amen.
And that is my pledge to you.
That's right.
I will always put country above party, and I will be a president.
All right, let's see who we have next. Let's see who we have next. All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have next? Good morning, Ray. How are you?
What's going on, sir?
Not much. How are you doing this morning? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, sir. Hey, Sue, I just want to come in here right quick because I have an issue with you, sir. A tiny issue. You've been telling this Republicans to go and buy knee pads and elbow pads. My daughter started volleyball, and I can't find no knee pads and elbow pads nowhere.
Oh, they're sold out?
You know what, Sue? You need to stop it, boss man. You need to start cooking this MAGA because I live in Texas and it smells horrible here.
Ooh.
It smells like demons are being cooked.
Ooh.
Okay, Mr. Seuss.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No. I mean, I'm not feeling the need to apologize, but I'll think about it. Please tell me more what the suffering is like where you're at. What's going on?
Listen, I work with a bunch of Republicans, actually MAGA, because I'm not going to put the same thing, because there's a bunch of good Republicans, but MAGA is horrible.
Yeah.
I work with a bunch of MAGA. And after this debate, they didn't even talk to me the next day.
Really?
I was like, what, you guys are sad? Are you guys sad? Oh, come on, it's not crybabies. He lost his debate. Oh, he won. I was like, he didn't win. Do you see that video where the lady asked him, hey, Trump, are you mad? And he's like, no, I'm not mad. And he kind of like push her away, like whatever. I'm like, this guy is a fool. He's a loser. He will not win. And I'm super excited about what's going on right now. I know she's gonna win.
Wow. So let me ask this question.
Yes, sir.
So you believe Donald Trump lost the debate as well, and your friends that normally, I would imagine, when Joe Biden and Trump debated, they were all in your face. They were texting you left and right, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After the debate, they weren't doing that.
No. After this debate, no, they were all quiet. On the other debate, they were making fun of Biden and sending memes about Biden spacing out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, it was a bad debate. I'm not going to say that it was great. It looked bad in there. But you see, I told him, I'm here calling it how it is. You guys need to understand and do the same thing. Call it what it is. Trump is a loser. He lost this debate. He won the other one because Biden was just trying to recuperate from COVID. He was sick, so he was not here 100%. So he took advantage of him. Right now, he didn't win. This guy is talking about cats and people eating cats and dogs. What the heck is wrong with these people?
No answer. Yeah, and you know what? To be honest with you, I used to get a lot more pushback from these folks, especially on this app. Ever since that debate, they've been underground. They are in hiding. They don't want to get up here and deal with it. And ultimately, all they end up doing is cooking themselves. That's what goes on. Yeah. Well, listen, Ray, I appreciate you, my good friend. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You take care. You keep up the good work, sir. Thank you for bringing me out. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Ray. No Lies Detected. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see,
economy, so every American has an
this is what we're looking forward
to
to.
own a home, to build wealth, to start a business.
You hear that? Just listen to the enthusiasm. All right? Listen to the enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen.
Backbone of America's economy. So my plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses.
You hear that? Haitians were Harris. Wow.
Because, not everybody started out with $400 million on a silver platter and then filed for bankruptcy 6 times.
That's for Trump.
But a whole lot of people have the ingenuity, the entrepreneurship, the work ethic, and the ambition to do that kind of work, and just need to be seen and supported for what they are and what they do for all of us.
This is true.
An opportunity economy. We need to build more housing.
Good morning. Who is this? Good morning. Flo Hig. Greetings. How are you? Hello? You okay? I hear you breathing. You were just typing in the comment section. You said they have information from ABC News? Sir, we can hear you breathing and we can hear you typing. Flo Hig, can you hear us? Flo Hig. Nasty. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a MAGA demon that somehow ended up in the box. All right. Because they were lying and they got caught. Unfortunately, sir, the information that you got about I woke up to it. A MAGA demon sent me a tweet and it says, breaking, an ABC whistleblower allegedly will release an affidavit claiming that the Harris campaign was given sample questions that were, quote, essentially the same questions that were given during the debate, as well as assurances that Trump would be fact-checked and that she would not. And this comes from a source called Leading Report. So if you do your research on Leading Report, it says they rate Leading Report as extreme, right, biased, and questionable based on promotion of conspiracy theories, pseudoscience, fake news, propaganda, a lack of transparency, and poor sourcing. All right. Basically, they're saying do not trust this source. All right. And so what we will do, Flo Hig, because since you put that in my chat, I felt the need to address that. What we're going to do is cast you into the lake of fire too, because you're trying to promote conspiracy theories in my chat, and you didn't think that I would catch that and call you out about it, but I caught it. So guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Let's send Flo Hig to the lake of fire where they belong. All right, join me in giving them a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
See, the thing is, you Trump supporters have a hard time taking the L. It's like what Kamala said to Donald Trump in the debate, right? She says he's having a hard time processing that he lost the 2020 election. Shame on you Trump supporters, all right? Let's move it along, all right? All right, yes, ladies and gentlemen, who do we have next? All righty then, my good friend Shay. Shay, good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Welcome.
How's everybody doing?
We're all right. We're all right. Just cruising through. It's an easy Friday. It's Friday the 13th.
Oh, yes, it is.
The Trump supporters are weak, like their leader.
Yep.
They're saying Donald Trump is showing signs that he's afraid of Kamala Harris because he doesn't want to debate her again. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. If he felt like he won that debate, why wouldn't he want to debate her again, right? Because that's what he claimed, right? So when he's won the debate against Biden, right? What was he doing? I'll do another debate with Kamala anytime, anywhere, right?
You mean Biden?
Yeah, you right. He did.
Gotcha.
And so he was like, I'm going to do that.
Sandra,
Well,
thank you.
He also said that to Kamala later. He was like, I'll debate you anytime, anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So he suggested a couple of dates, da-da-da-da-da. So now he's saying that when you lose a debate, you're the one screaming for a rematch, right? So now he's saying, oh, well, because she lost, she's screaming for a rematch. Well, so did you lose against Biden? Is that the reason you were screaming for a rematch?
Wow.
I mean, guys, you can't, like, do y'all Trumpers get this of what he's doing? Like, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
He absolutely lost the debate, hands down. And here's the thing, this whole thing with the earrings and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say if she had the earrings, then how did that stop him from saying stupid stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real clear. If she had the questions beforehand, she supposedly had these, earrings in her ear, someone telling her the answers. What's the excuse for him being so dumb? What's the excuse for him making up stuff like cats and dogs are being eaten by Haitians? What's his excuse for lying about people unaliving their children after they're born? What's his excuse for making up the numbers of immigrant crossings? What's his excuse for not taking responsibility for January 6th and lying about Nancy Pelosi and the National Guard? There's only 3,000 DC National Guard, by the way.
Wow. He said he ordered 10,000.
He said he ordered 10,000. So you can sit here and say that her sorority sisters sent her the notes, sent her the questions, she's wearing earrings. Let's just say that's true. Okay? It's not. Let's be real clear. It's not.
Yeah, but you got to sometimes go there to help these people understand. Like
just
Texas.
do that.
Texas is in the chat. He believes it.
Yeah, let's just give that to you, East Texas. Let's just give that to you.
A basement dweller right there. If I've never seen one. That's what it is.
I know, poor Lee. Poor guy. Let's just say that. And then now, what's your excuse for Trump? Lying, making up stuff.
Audit today.
Not taking responsibilities, not talking about policy, not answering the questions, getting mad, getting flustered, refusing to look at her.
I mean, but isn't Trump the one that had more experience debating?
Oh, yeah. Supposedly he's excellent.
Yeah, isn't he the one that's already been president before?
Yes. Supposedly he's been president before. Well, he was president before.
And he's already been on the world stage talking to foreign leaders, tough ones.
But couldn't look at her.
Wow.
But couldn't look at her, right?
Wow.
Tough men look at their opponents, right?
That's
tough
deep.
Men stare down their opponents, right? Tough men will take responsibility. That's real leaders. They'll take responsibility. The buck stops here, that's real leader. Well, they'll own it and they'll say, okay, that could have gone better. Didn't expect that, whatever. No, he doesn't do that. He throws in Minneapolis like that has anything to do with January 6th.
Wow.
And so I just sit here and say, you guys she got the questions beforehand when wearing earrings. My answer to you is no. It doesn't help Trump.
It was 3-on-1. She had the questions beforehand. Yeah. She had an earring.
An earpiece, earring, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild, MAGA. That's wild, even for you to believe that.
Yeah. So, I just think it's ridiculous. Did you hear about what's going on because of this lies about the Haitians?
No. What's the latest? What's the latest?
They have emptied out 2 elementary schools in Springfield, Ohio, due to BOMB threats.
Wow.
They are literally sending children home to their parents in Springfield, Ohio, because of this horrible rhetoric about Haitian immigrants eating cats, dogs, and geese and ducks.
That is sick.
So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going. So when we sit here and say rhetoric matters, when we sit here and hold Donald Trump, who spreads this nonsense, and his lackeys spread this lies and all of that, this is what we're talking about. This is why he cannot ever be back in office. This is why this country is divided. This is why fellow Americans hate each other, because people believe this man. They believe this nonsense. This is what's happened. And you can fact check me. Don't say it's BS. It's true.
It's true.
That's absolutely true. There's 2 cities. I can find that 2 seconds. I gotta save that on my thing real quick.
This is why we're done with. This is another reason why we're done with MAGA. They keep saying they are all about protecting the kids, and here we are right now in another situation in which kids are under attack because Donald Trump's dangerous rhetoric. I don't want to hear all the virtue signaling these Trump supporters like to do. BS. And I don't even like to say that on TikTok. Seriously.
Yeah, 2 of the elementary schools, Perrin Woods and Snow Hill Elementary.
Wow.
In Spring Hill School District. Yeah. So it's you supposedly care about children, but now children are getting, unaliving threats because people are believing this. Why would they be going after children, first of all? What do children have to do with it? Why are you doing this? This is what you've become. You're not about tax policy. You're not about border security. You're not about health care. You're not about pro-life, obviously. You're not about anything you say you're about. You're absolutely filled with hatred, xenophobia. It's all you are. That's your America First policy. You want nobody in this country that doesn't look like you, think like you, or pray like you. That's what you've become. And it's
yes, Kimberly, they did choose the schools because of Trump.
They did. They chose the schools because they believe this is going on, guys.
Do you understand, Kimberly? Do you understand what goes on in the minds of a MAGA man? Maniac stuff. They are deep into the cult.
Yeah.
And when you give them the power to believe what they believe, they do dangerous things like this. Look at this guy, Texas. Look at this guy, Texas. He's a good example. Keep giving him permission to be crazy.
You're welcome, Uncle. Yeah, Kimmy, why? Why did you ask the question, why, Kimmy? I know you think I'm arrogant and full of no, I'm giving you the facts. Why? Good question. What do children have to do with this? Why are they doing this? Because they believe that these families are literally doing it. They're trying to push these families out because they believe this stuff. So children are going to get hurt because of this rhetoric. Rhetoric matters. I'm a historian. I can tell you what led to so many horrible situations in our history. It's because someone got up and said, that is causing this. The lies. These people are the problem. Your lives would be better if this wasn't happening. Happens all the time. Whether it's against a religious group, or whether it's against a cultural group, whether it's against a set of women or a set of this. Women were treated as witches. I mean, there's so many things that we see. And why can't we be better than this in this today's technology? Why can't you fact check? That's why he got fact checked. They had to fact check him because he knew what he was saying was dangerous and wrong.
You hear this? This is free knowledge that Shay is giving you, and it shouldn't be free. For you Trump supporters, Kimmy, I hope Shay has answered your questions in the chat. All right, stop ignoring the danger that Donald Trump presents to this country with his rhetoric and with his behavior. You're giving him and his supporters a green light to harm the children.
Yeah, because that's what happens. That's why we talk about these state abortion laws and all this stuff. It's innocent people that get hurt in these laws. It's innocent people that get affected. It's men that want Viagra that are going to get affected by the transgender stuff, and we can't, do affirmative care, right? You know what? Gender affirming care is Viagra, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that?
Really, I didn't know that. But see, now that's another level right there.
It is, because it doesn't feel like a man. Can't get it up. Gotta have Viagra. Low testosterone. Needs testosterone. Gender affirming care.
Wow.
So all of these things, when they make you angry, when you think you're in this righteous place to go after certain people, innocent people get affected by it. Children get affected by it. Women that want to have babies get affected by it. This is what you're standing for. And you're buying into it when all you have to do is do your research. Today, Trump posted all this ridiculous crime data. I went to go fact check him because supposedly the DOJ has released.
Yeah, he said that. I saw that.
Crime data statistics.
I saw that. You're saying that wasn't true.
Not true at all. Can't find it anywhere. Of course, he's not going to post actual sources. He's just going to tell you the crime's up 30% and rape is up, 40%, and carjackings are up 50%. Whatever the hell he was saying today.
Sick.
It's not in there. Why does he have to lie as president of the United States? Why can't he tell the truth? Because he can't get your vote if he doesn't keep you scared. Wake up, people. Wake up and stop hurting fellow Americans and people that are here legally. Those Haitian migrants are here legally. They've been given jobs because they were granted asylum.
And the people that employ them are also going on record saying they're doing great things for the community and their business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a sick situation. I don't believe Trump supporters care about the country. I don't believe they care about children. I only believe they care about Donald Trump and his dirty diaper. They're willing to throw their lives away to preserve that diaper.
They care about their kids. They don't care about everybody else.
They don't care. I don't think they care about their wives, the MAGA men. They don't care about their wives. You want your wife and family, or you want Donald Trump's dirty diaper? I'll take the dirty diaper.
Yeah.
Like East Texas.
I don't get it. All you have to do is fact check. All you have to do. If you can find 4 or 5 sources that back up that data, that's probably true.
Yeah.
You have to search and search and search to try to find something to back up what you've been told. It's not true.
Tell them.
That's how you fact check.
Tell them, Shay.
Insane. Kimmy, are you literally saying demon rats? Wow. You really are an ignorant woman.
Kimmy? No.
Oh,
she's been hanging out with Snuggles. She's been hanging out with Snuggles.
She's friends with Snuggles and that whole crew. I went in there. She muted me a few times. I was laughing. I was like, whatever, honey. I don't know what to do. Thank you, Uncle. God bless you too, sweetheart.
Well, listen, I gave Kimmy an invite to get in the box to talk to you.
Get in the box.
But it seems like
can you come up and tell me.
I was gonna let her clear up the air, because sometimes she's actually a supporter of Zeus, which is kind of an interesting. She's like, I love you so much, Zeus. All right, she says this, and I think she's right. She does. So I respect her. But
I'm sure she's a very nice person. I have nothing against her. It's just sad.
There you go. Those are the perfect words.
I just find it sad. I'm sure she's a lovely human being. I know Lee is a wonderful human being. He's a sweet guy. But
East Texas. I'll take your word.
Sorry, I had to get my earpiece in.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hi, Kimmy. How are you doing?
Hi, honey.
I'm doing great.
Good.
Yeah. Now, Kimmy, are you understanding what Shay and I have been saying?
I understand, but we all have our own opinions. And yes, I do, even though Shay may be a very nice person, I think she's also very, arrogant in her ways, because you all aren't looking at the whole.
What?
Actually, I am, Kimmy, because I used to be conservative. Most of my family are conservative. So
I used to be a Democrat, so. And I've been an
I don't
independent
know.
for years.
Well, then
so.
you're going down the rabbit hole in some misinformation channels, then, sweetheart. That's all I can tell you.
I don't
But
think
Kimmy, can I ask you a question, right? If you
Sure.
believe what you believe, why are the people on the right on this app having a very hard time building their platforms?
I don't think they're having a hard time. I think what happened the other night with the debate,
Mm-hmm.
he baited her, or no, she baited him, and he took it like a dumbass.
Yeah,
Oh,
did,
well-
Kimmy. I'll agree with you there.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. That's a fact. You know?
Thank you. That's so true.
And you're supporting Trump.
I am supporting. I'm
So you
supporting his
believe
policies.
Trump? So you believe Trump lost?
No, I believe if you're talking about policies versus
The debate.
I don't
I'm talking
think
about-
I don't think either one of them won. I don't think either one of them won.
Well, who talked
That's my
about
opinion.
policy and who didn't? Like,
Well, he attempted
Actually
to.
got
But you
blamed.
had 3-on-1 versus. I mean, it was.
Oh,
You have to
Kimmy.
understand. ABC is friends with both Harris and her husband. ABC
so
CEO
what?
Matt-
Roger Ailes was friends with Trump. Who
Okay.
cares?
No, but the thing
Murdoch
is-
pushed for Trump.
But see,
For
she
years.
also would not debate in September with Fox. I think they should have another debate. I think it should be a mutual, not, ABC that was so much leaning towards the left. And that's exactly what happened. They should have a neutral. That's my opinion.
But shouldn't Trump debate her again? Didn't he? If that's what you believe, he should take her up on the
I
next.
think he should.
Why do you think he's not? Why do you think he's not?
He
Sorry,
said
my-
he's not. Yeah, he said he's not going to debate her again.
He said he's not going to do it, but I think he's baiting her too. He's baiting her. I think he's baiting her now. That's all I'm saying.
She said she's
think he is.
willing to debating.
Well, but it needs to be on a platform that's like there's no left or right leaning at all. It doesn't
It'd be
have
not,
to be.
you know what
Fox
they
or-
should do? They should do like a town hall where you have an
Yes.
equal amount of supporters
Yes.
on either side.
Yes.
And then have it moderated so that, whatever, one's not over talking the other.
Someone's asking Kimmy, what platform should she debate on? Him and her again. That's a good question.
No, I agree with
What-
Shay.
what-
I agree. I believe.
But
that
what
it should be
channel
like a
do you
town
think should host it? What do
hall.
you find fair?
I don't know if it should be any channel. Maybe what? I don't know. I don't think any mainstream media.
Some kind of streaming thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It
should
doesn't-
be neutral.
Give us a platform. I mean, we got him on CNN.
What PBS?
CNN was
I mean,
pretty
whatever.
neutral.
CNN also fact checked her and also found out she did a lot of lying too.
But when he was on CNN with Biden, right?
Yeah,
Who
Well,
won that
CNN
debate?
was-
Who won that
well,
debate?
we know who won that debate, but CNN
Who?
was actually pretty fair.
Biden told the truth more.
Oh, come on, whatever.
He did.
He
Whatever.
did.
But that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
But you believe Donald Trump won. And the reason that I did that is because it's one way to confirm the difference between winning and losing. So let's go to this recent debate. It was on ABC. I would say it was fairly neutral. To me, it was very neutral.
No, not at all. CNN was much more neutral. Much
And
more.
no. CNN just didn't fact check him when he was lying, but we had to stop him from putting out lies because you see the impact that it's having now, right? Especially on the Haitian community and children, right? You see what the one lie like that can do. So they had an obligation to stop that. So that's why I say it was pretty neutral, because you know what I would have done if it would have been me? And Trump, I'd have dropped him out of the box. Done. And see, that's why I say that's why I say it was pretty neutral.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I agree with
Why are
Shay
you
in the
writing
reference.
Demon Rats? But why are
I'm
you
sorry?
writing Demon Rats? Why do you do that?
Oh, why not? I mean, you all are saying shit about it. I'm sorry, saying stuff about us. So why not? I mean, you all want to play those little tit for tat games. I can just put it out there too. So, but I agree with Shay in the sense of it should be like a town hall. I think that would be an excellent idea. I think it should be neutral on both
Maybe
sides.
PBS or
Yes, that's what I just said.
that.
PBS. Something like that. No news media. You don't need the reporters and stuff trying to be, moderators.
Yeah.
It should be people that are not news media people.
Well. Here's the thing, Kimmy, and I got to move on. And I'm glad that you came up and had the courage to talk to Shay and get that cleared
I
up.
don't have a problem talking to nobody. You know that. Zeus.
I know that, but unfortunately, I need to ask you a serious question. All right, are you ready to get out of the cult this morning? Because I got to take care of business, right? The Lake of Fire is sitting.
Honey, take care of your business. Put me
Are
in the
you?
blue and shames. Go ahead. I'll take it as a badge of honor. Go right
No,
ahead,
no.
honey.
So you ready to jump into the Lake of Fire? So you still want to be in the
why
cult?
not?
He's
I'm
in
sure
the-
the
why
hell
not?
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not
We're
gonna.
not.
vote for her.
We're not.
Okay. Well then, who's a liar?
Harris.
Oh,
Go back and fact check her. On the
Kimmy,
last
Kimmy,
decade.
Kimmy.
What did she lie about, Kimmy? What did she lie
Go
about?
ahead. Okay. Well, the IBF. She said that he didn't want anything to do with that, or he was gonna not allow women to do that, and blah blah blah. That's a lie. He's been promoting
Well,
that.
it's a Project
So-
2025 in Alabama literally tried to do it. So there are Republican states trying to do it.
Okay, but that's not him. He's promoted IBF.
His policies are on the right, and so there are people trying to do it. Whether he'd stop it or not depends on, he's not in control of,
That's right,
what
he's not in
Republican
control.
Congress will do.
He's not in control of that. Exactly. So that's not him.
Yeah, but we're not only talking about voting for Trump, we're talking about
Right.
voting down ballot too.
Right.
When we say
Kimmy?
to him, we're talking.
Look at the time. Oh my God. Look at the
Right.
time.
No,
I gotta
agree,
go.
Shay.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take care of business with Kimmy. Kimmy is still possessed with the MAGA demon. Quit hanging out with Snuggles, all right? And I believe Kimmy might be a nice person. Shay, she might be a nice person, but unfortunately, she's still possessed with the MAGA demon. So guess what we're going to do, Kimmy? Ladies and gentlemen, let's toss her into the Lake of Fire. Let's give her a round of booze and shame. Good job, Shay. These people, I tell you, these folks. Silence, you MAGA demon. All right, Shay. Well, listen, I got to get up out of
Thank
here.
you for having me, my friend. Thank you
You're
so
wel-
much for the love and support, everybody. You guys are
You're
awesome.
welcome. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen,
Bye,
let's
everyone.
give it up to the beautiful Shay.
Friday
Yes. Wait a second. Where is he at? I thought I saw Hog Boss in here. He said he wanted to ask Zeus a quick question. All right. Where you at, Hog Boss? You said you wanted to ask Zeus a quick question. All right. I want to make sure I get it out and get it behind me as quick as possible. All right. Going once, going twice. I don't know where you're at, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one excellent and amazing show once again. Without any of you, this would not be possible. All right. Love you too. All right. I want to also say, Tinkerbell, happy birthday. Are you there, Tinkerbell? Happy birthday. You know what we do over here in the kingdom. We celebrate people's birthdays, especially a lot of the day one folks. Tinkerbell's been rocking with us in the kingdom. Tinkerbell, are you there? Let's get this happy birthday shout out of the way. You know what we do. We sing happy birthday to all of the wonderful folks who've been very supportive, or I try to at least, of the kingdom. I don't know where Tinkerbell is at. All right. I don't know where Tinkerbell is at, but you know what? We'll wish her a happy birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wish Tinkerbell a happy birthday today. That's the best we can do. She's not here. All right. Moving it along, I also want to say you all deserve a round of applause, all right? Especially those of you who've tuned in this show, all right? I also want to give a happy birthday to all of my subscribers, my gifters, my moderators, and my panelists. Thank you for helping to make this so exciting, engaging, and entertaining. One last round of booze and shame. These booze and shames goes out to all of the Zeus haters out there. And these are not just my haters. These are also your haters. These people get on TikTok day in and day out and promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. They promote evil, misogyny, and bigotry on behalf of actually all forms of corruption and criminality, crimes like you've never seen crimes before, on behalf of Donald J. Trump. Trust me when I tell you this, folks. These folks are the worst of the worst, and they are truly the scum of the earth. Join me in giving them our final round of, you guessed it, booze and shame. Silence, you MAGA demon. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Take care and stay safe out there in these TikTok streets. You know what it is, all right? What song are we playing? Oh, yeah, it's called It's a Cult. Get out, all right? We got to make sure they know it's a cult, it's a lie. Have a great rest of your morning. Cold as the day. Hey. Hey, MAGA, it's a cult. Get out while you can. Rick C. Thank you. Hey. Blindfold on and led astray. Can't you see a brighter day? It's a cult, it's a lie. Thank you, we hit our gift. Break the chains, cut the ties. Before it's too late, real. Hey. It's a lie. Hey. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Break the chains, cut the ties. Before it's too late, realize. Promises that never stick. Hey. Empty words, a dirty trick. Hey. Feeding anger, causing hate. It's time to change before too late. Rise above, break the mold. Find your voice, let truth be. Have a great rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen. Soon, thank you. Liberate your mind and soul. It's a cult, it's a lie. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Open your eyes, MAGA. Before it's too late, realize. It's a cult, it's a lie. Hey. Can't you see? Open your eyes. Open those eyes, you Trump supporters. Before it's too late, realize. Thank you, Angel. Law, I'm not embarrassed. Inch, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? Rise above, he must break the mold. Find your voice, let truth be told. Hey. Shadows fade, light unfolds. Liberate your mind and soul. It's a cult, it's a lie. Hey! Can't you see? Open your eyes. Open your eyes, Trump supporters. Before it's too late, realize. It's a cult, it's a lie.
Vote blue.
Open your eyes.
Go to KamalaHarris.com. Love you too, Cold as the days.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Mm-hmm. Do I still have to stick to policy?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you must stick to policy. You'll win it on the border. You'll win it with inflation. You'll win it with your great military that you built that they gave away $85 billion worth.
Before I was elected as vice president,
all right, we're out of here.
Elected as United States Senator.
We always give Kamala Harris the last word.
Elected Attorney General, I've mentioned, of California, before that I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care, stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.